Don't die on us. Hold on, don't die on us.
Hey guys, how's it going? What's up? How's everybody's day today? What's up, David? How are you doing? How you doing, Kitten? What's going on? Hi, everybody in chat.
Why are you frozen?
I'm frozen.
Yep. So is SOUTHCACK'S on my end.
Oh wow! What? Okay. So they're not frozen on my end. So.
I don't know. I said Saint. See what happens.
I just want to welcome SOUTHCACK'S. How are y'all guys today?
We're good. We're a little sleepy, a little tired, but thank you for having us.
Same here. Everybody goes through your thing, you know what I mean? And I'm just glad you guys give us time to first interview you, you know, and yeah.
Well, we're glad to be here.
And we love you, buddy. Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, it's an honor, man. You know, yeah. We have Jax here. She's my co-host. So, man, we'll be asking you guys questions. You know, like one by one. You know, so yeah. We'll just start. Is that okay? I got this picture I want to put up before we start. So, give a second.
That's awesome. I like that.
100%.
Well, because, I mean, you know, I always say, like, I mean, there's a possibility for new ideas. Like, we don't know it all, you know, in the paranormal, you know, and it changes day by day, with the paranormal as well.
Mm-hmm. I hooked it up on my end, so I can. Okay. I fixed it.
You have to be more open-minded. Without that, stay a skeptic. Not ever going to look at it any different. Oh, that's bull.
Yeah, exactly.
Open your mind.
Exactly.
Look around you. Look around. You go outside every day. Look around you and say, it's possible. God exists. Why can't spirits exist? Look at the planet. Look around you. Look at how beautiful everything is. And think to yourself, this has to exist. There's got to be more than this. So.
Now, let's see, what inspired you to name your channel the SOUTHCACK'S?
Well, I mean, we were searching for something to go, you know, to start our channel with. We didn't want to be labeled just one particular thing. We wanted to be able to do other things. So we agreed on. Well, it was originally, what was it? What was it? SOUTHCACK'S Redneck Adventures.
Oh, okay.
We figured that was way too long. And, you know, I think we thought that the redneck thing was hurting us a little bit. So we got rid of it. We simply, you know, it was after Kevin from AK Explorations. He kept calling us the SOUTHCACK'S. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, we just drop it to that and go with that. So really Kevin has a lot to do with that. But really, we figured it's a slang term for our state, South Carolina. And, you know, it's SOUTHCACK'S. It's preferred, you know, SOUTHCACK'S, and people here know it as, when you say that, okay, that's what, I'm going to North Cackalack. I'm going back to South Cackalack, or whatever. That's where you're from. It's a slang for our state. So we say, all right, call ourselves the SOUTHCACK'S. After Kevin had said, well, we already originally went with the SOUTHCACK name, but it was after calling us that. It was like, you know, just drop it, go with this. So there you have
it. What made let's see, how long have you been a ghost hunter?
Ghost hunter's not long. Technically, we're enthusiasts. We're not seasoned at it. It depends on what you want to call seasoned. But as far as doing YouTube as a channel, only a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years. Yeah. But our whole life, and part of our whole life, mine more than Lisa. It's been part of our life. It's been I've always been connected to paranormal activity happening. Always since the first TV show that I had seen, I was like, I'd really like to do that. And well, nobody wanted to do it with me. So missed out on that opportunity, and years went by. And then I realized it took me a while to realize, people are actually doing this stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Lisa, had to get Lisa on board. When we started, Lisa was a skeptic. She had no stories, never came in contact with any kind of spirit activity, anything going. She had never seen a spirit, nothing. So I was like, she was on board. She was like, all right, I'll do it with you. And I kind of needed her. And if it wasn't for Lisa, there wouldn't be no SOUTHCACK'S. I mean, really, it wouldn't. If it wasn't for Lisa, we wouldn't be here today. Yeah, I needed her. She was on board. But I'm gonna let her talk because normally when we do this,
Hold on, real quick. Dustin, with you, have you ever witnessed any paranormal activity yourself? Because I'm pretty much you said you were in the paranormal into it and everything. Did anything paranormal happen to you to actually get into the paranormal?
Yes, many times. Like my younger life as a child, I seen spirits all the time, but particularly shadow figures. It was more shadow figures. I have a story when I was, I don't recall what age it was, but I remember waking up. My door had been open. My door was open to my bedroom, and in the hall, I could see a shadow figure of what I could say was a woman because you could see it. You could hear the footsteps going down the hall as the shadow moved across the wall down the hall. And it was the shadow of a female who had a purse, and she was just boogieing it down the hall. When I was 5 or 6 years old, I woke up, I was paralyzed. It was a dark shadow figure standing above my bed. Or not above my bed, in front of my bed, and I couldn't move. I tried to scream out. I tried to get up. That was one time. There's a bunch of times. There's the one I told on Jackson and Nicole on Through the Veil.
Mm-hmm.
I told them about the whole why I have issue with Ouija boards. Because one night my mother had decided she was going to get on the Ouija board, and she had been drinking. And they got on the Ouija board, and within, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes into it, next thing you know, my mother is face down on the board, and then a couple seconds later, she rises up. Her eyes had became pitch black, and her voice had changed completely. It was totally different. This was not my mother, and it terrified the shit out of me. I was 11 years old.
Wow.
I ran out of the house. I was terrified. And since that point on, I've never I'll never touch a Ouija board. There's been other spiritual activity as I, got older. As I got older, I could see them at different times. Today, I had a guy I was standing in my doorway, and full body apparition, and somebody had broken into the house. I went running through the house, chasing the guy. There was nobody in the house. Not only me, but the spiritual activities it's happened to my family. My mother has stories. My grandmother has stories. Everybody's has stories. But there's all kinds of. I've seen all kinds. I've seen children. I've seen this. I've seen that. But I've had a lot of things happen to me, and I say that when I was younger, I was terrified. Then as I got older, I kind of got, oh, come on. Then I got past all that, and I was like, you know what? Maybe we can help you. Maybe we can find out more about you. Maybe you can, share your, what it is like when we die,
Yeah.
But I'm going to let.
Well, I got a question about that, like when you seen that, how did you feel? Like, did you feel like a cold spot? Did you feel like it was a warm spot because it was your family member and stuff like that. How did you feel when you seen the spirits?
I never felt any temperature change. I know that's a big thing in the paranormal. But every time there was never any temperature changes. Yeah, I don't recall there ever being any temperature. I remember some of them. It could be like sometimes it would happen like when I went to bed, and it'd be pitch black in the room. And there was like one story that I will tell you is there was this little girl, and there was other people in the house. So I thought that they was children. I heard what sounded like. Those little, it sounded like little flip-flops or little dress shoes on the floor.
Yeah.
And I heard that, and I was like, well, maybe it's just kids in the other room. Oh, but there was no kids in the room later when I found out they were in the house. But it was dark in the bedroom. It was at night. I was turning the opposite direction from the door. I heard something walking in on the other side of the bed. Raised up, and when I raised up, the room got bright. Got as bright like we were outside. The sun was shining, and there was this little girl and I guess it was a little yellow sundress. Walked around walked into the front of the bed, the doorway. She came around to the front of the bed. She was in a little yellow sundress. She had long, curly blonde hair. And all she did was she looked up over at me and she smiled. She disappeared. The room went back to dark. And I jumped out of the bed to see who run out there and, hey, was there any other kids over here? Who was this little girl that was over here? And they was like, there was nobody here. None of the kids wasn't there that night. Well, I don't say, back to your question, I've never, in those times, my experiences, I've never really felt a temperature change. I know on investigations and stuff, yes, you will feel a temperature change big time when there's something, when you're having a you distracted me. But when you come across something or you're having some kind of experience, you will feel a temperature change. Either it's extremely cold. Sometimes it can be extremely hot, believe it or not. A lot of people don't talk about how, the temperature being hot. It can in certain aspects of that. But
okay.
I hope that answered the question.
No, you're good. You're good, man. I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry.
Hey, everybody.
I think there were problems with my computer too, but it's okay. I'll just have my camera off. I don't know what's going on. And Jackson's around with her internet. So did you want to share your experience, Lisa?
Please.
Please. Thank you.
I don't really have much. Growing up, spirits wasn't something like we talked about. It wasn't acknowledged, anything like that. So I guess kind of growing up, I was shut off to it.
Mm-hmm.
But when me and Dustin started, doing investigations and things like that, I was a big skeptic. I'm not even going to lie. But the more we did our investigations, the more, I allowed myself to become aware of the other side, spirits, whatever you want to call it. It kind of opened the door, and I've had a few experiences. I've seen some, I guess, what would you call them? Like the old man, and like
those
the lady
are pretty
here.
much full apparitions.
Yeah.
They're not broken up. It's full body apparitions that Lisa's seen. And I think what's happened is since Lisa has became more a believer, they're more open to Lisa now.
Yeah.
Or do you guys think, like, because I know everybody dreams, but like, do you guys think that spirits can actually manipulate your dream and stuff like that?
I believe Some can. I guess it depends on. I don't know. I guess we can look at like this. Really don't know the particular answer to that question, but we'll look at it like this. For 2 weeks after my grandmother had passed away, there was a woman that was dear to me. She was almost like my mother. I loved her to death. And I was depressed. I was ranting. I didn't want to do anything. I just shut down. Mm-hmm. And it went like this for like 2 weeks. And about 2 weeks in, I had a dream. And my grandmother had come to me. And she looked at me and she said, "It's okay." She had told me in the dream, "It's okay. You don't have to worry. I'm okay." When I woke up, I felt a whole lot better. And I knew that she had come to me and she had told me she was going to be okay. I don't know if they can actually manipulate the dream, but I know they can be part of the dream.
Yeah.
I've heard somebody say before, the people that they're in your dream. I mean, I've heard two versions of this. People who you don't recognize are in your dreams are spirits. I've also heard the other one. Those are just people you've seen in your life. You just don't realize. It's kind of the memory, Photoshop. But
I don't dream really, so I can't answer that. Like if I do dream, it is
I don't
very.
either, Lisa. I don't dream much either.
Hot tomorrow. Oh, shit. I want to say hi to everybody. I'm sorry again. Grinch's wife. Connor, thanks for being here. Ron,
Carol,
George. I know I miss him. Kim M. Sorry, my home caller. How's it going? Sorry, we're having technical stuff going on here. I want to apologize for that. Hey, Alexis, how's it going? And I'm sorry about that. I just
I'm going to answer Mystery Machine. They say, does he have tobacco in his mouth? No, it is something that I am unaware I do. But here, when I'm on, it really happens when I'm on camera. Mm-hmm. As I start talking a certain way and I don't realize I'm doing it. So I apologize for that. It's not something that I'm aware I'm doing it when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
I've been trying to subtly correct him.
He keeps telling me, but look, it's something you do. Everybody has something they do. They just don't realize they're doing it.
Yeah, it's subconscious for him.
And it normally happens when I'm on camera.
Yeah. You sure? Perfect now.
Before we get into back into the paranormal, so we can get into it again. Okay. I know you just started a channel, the fitness channel.
Huh?
Can you tell us a little bit about that and what inspired you to make that channel?
Sorry, say that again.
Okay, I know you guys made a fitness channel, and I was wondering what inspired you to make the channel.
It inspired me. Okay, yeah. Well, all right. This has always been something. All right, for me, working out has also always been a passion of mine. I know I don't look it because I'm skinny, but it's been a while since I've done anything. But it started when I was a kid. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I said, "Wow, I want to be like that guy." No, I did not become a bodybuilder, but over the years, working out became something totally different for me. Mm-hmm. I know there's a lot of people, I wasn't trying to work out to become a bodybuilder. When there was things were going bad for me in my life. Like I went through a lot of stuff, and the bad parts, depression or moods or whatever I was going. If I was angry or I was mad, lifting weights helped me. It helped me in times that other people may have reached for a bottle, reached for the bottle of booze and drowned their sorrows in that, or maybe they got hooked on drugs. When I got into these situations, I went and I hit the weights and I just zoned out until I came back. So working out, it helped me. And I've always had a passion for it. I've always wanted to do more with it. I even, years ago, I went to, believe it or not, I went to school to be a sports fitness trainer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, I flunked out because I was having issues at the time, but also I was in there with a bunch of 18-year-olds, and I was in my early 30s. But anyway, it's always been a passion for me. and I've been wanting to really get into it and buckle down and get back into it. But I decided, hell, why not? Maybe we need more, you know. We need to add more content to stuff, you know. So why not start something else?
Nice.
Well, I know it. It's always been. It's something I know. I might not be. You know, when we do start putting stuff on there, it's going to be a little different than what you're used to. You know, we're going. There's just my opinion on things because you know, when I went to school for it, the trainers, they always want to tell you this and, you know, stuff that really don't matter. But yeah, it's always been a passion of mine, and you know, and it's how I use it to zone out to help me with my problems.
Exactly. Cool. Like, you know, like I was interested because you're talking about you're also talking about like all the body parts, you know. I'm sorry I'm missing all your questions. And Haley, I am sorry, I'm just want to get into conversation. We want to get into the interview, and then we'll have everybody, if anyone has any questions for the SOUTHCACK'S, I could put it on here. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. So okay, hey, what's up, Eric? How's it going? So you're talking about like I know in one video you're saying like about like how to work out your muscles with with your hips and your arms and everything else. Like, I know you said you went to school for it, you know, but you didn't actually go through with it and everything else, whatever, you're right. So what's one area in your body that you want to work on that is hard to do?
Well, that depends because the people's bodies are different.
Yeah.
And it depends, and like DNA, a lot of people have good genes in certain areas. Like certain people can grow their arms a lot better, or their shoulders. Like Lisa has lats and shoulders like crazy, and it's genetic.
Yeah.
For like you or me,
Yeah.
probably take us longer to work on your lats or your traps, your trapezoids. It would take you. You know, you have some people have big traps, have different distinguishing muscles, and a lot of that's DNA. And a lot of what, but depending on what muscle you mean, a lot of different muscle groups are harder to work on for certain people. No, it just depends on the person.
Yeah,
that's true. That's so true.
I mean, because it's hard. Like
that's
me,
true.
I'm not like my condition and everything. I'm trying to be more healthier, you know, more active and stuff like that. And we always talk about paranormal, guys. We're just
he's spinning out the subject.
I got to ask questions about what they like and their new channel and stuff like that. So I mean, like me not being like much mobile, but I am, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm trying to figure out like, you know, stuff that I can do to keep myself going every day, you know, and that's what I struggle with. And that's why
I've seen him do exercises sitting in a chair, Eli. You can sit in a chair and actually strengthen your core. And
yeah. Okay. Well,
a lot from sitting in the
internet, man, sucks.
You can do a lot from sitting in a chair. You can do a lot just sitting there.
Oh yeah.
There's one thing that we won't talk about on the fitness channel is we won't give nutrition advice. We won't tell you what to take, what kind of pre-workouts or any of that stuff, because you can get in trouble with that. You don't know a person's body. You don't know if they have high cholesterol, if they have diabetes, anything like that, and you can really get yourself in a lot of trouble by, hey, they told me to take this. Well,
hi, Eric.
We're all getting sued, you know. So,
well,
you won't get that from me, but I mean, you will get, you know, your basic.
Well, no, because I was looking, because I was just like, it's just I was like, ooh, man, you know, what can you do with the thigh area? I have a lot of pain in the area, you know. That's why I want to ask you, what advice would you give for that?
What exercises?
Yeah,
to do?
exercise on it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's different for again. It's different.
Yeah, and with him having an injury, it's going to be
Very. I can't. There's certain exercises that I can't really recommend you do because you've already had have bad legs. I mean, your legs are you have pain. I don't want to make it worse by telling you to do this and do that because I mean, you could get. I could tell you go do squats. Well, maybe I can make it worse for you. I can injure
exactly.
You know.
Well, he's also still doing physical therapy. You need to finish your physical therapy first. Like for you to
Yes,
get
you need to do that first.
Oh yeah,
do that first,
and then ask your doctor if you can do it, so he knows what he's you did the surgery on your back, so he's gonna know what you can and what your limitations are.
And just do something slow and do something moderate. Start off. Don't start off on. Don't go out there and grab and start squatting.
Yeah,
they have machines.
Don't break yourself.
They have machines that'll work your. That's probably better for you. After therapy, is to get on the weight machines and do leg exercises from there. Because it's more. You're more stable. It's more stable and it's working on that.
It's a controlled motion.
Yes, it's controlled.
All right, cool. With that, what kind of advice would you? I know you don't want to give advice like healthy, like what to eat and everything. I know water is the main thing, drinking stuff like that. Like, what do you give? So your channel's basically just about maybe, just like building up your muscle, right? Sort of like.
No, I mean it all works together if you think about it.
Yeah.
Even if it is just lifting weights or working out, it's the same principle.
Okay.
You can higher your metabolism. You can make your speed your metabolism up by working out. By lifting weights, you can speed your metabolism up. And a lot of the time is people who hold the weight or overweight, their metabolism is very, very slow. And if a little bit of working out here and there will start to speed your metabolism up and your body will start using that. But it's not, hey, let's go in there and just go to town and kill yourself first. You know what I'm saying? You got to slowly work your way into it. But, I mean, I wouldn't tell you what to eat.
But, more pizza.
No, that pizza ain't going to help you, bro.
I know. I'm just.
You gotta lay off that pizza, bro. You gotta cut down.
Yeah, you gotta kill that pizza now.
Yeah, I can't give that up. Hey, thanks, Grinch, for the raid.
You don't have to give it up. Just don't eat as much of it.
Lies.
Well, I don't really. What's up, Lex? How's it going? Hi, everybody.
Really? You're always eating pizza.
I know, right? No, eating the stuff. Let's get back to the paranormal. Let's see. What do you think about how does the EMF detect spirits?
How does it
like orbs, energy? Can it tell you if it's bad or good?
No, it can't tell you the difference between these.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like so with the EMF, it tells you if the spirit is near you, right? If there's something there.
That there is a.
It detects a change in the electromagnetic.
Hey, Beth.
field.
Hey, Lex.
Yes. It picks up the
Hi, Haley.
It picks up the energy. See, spirits are made of energy. That's what everybody says that they pretty much are made of energy. So that when the lights light up, that means the energy levels have spiked.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the colorization of the whatever. It has the different colors that work its way up to red, I believe the highest, and that's how much energy that spirit has, or the energy around that meter.
That's why, like, if you got your phone or some kind of electronic device or
it'll
something
spike.
like that,
It'll spike because it's, or if you're near a power plant. I mean, if there's any kind of power, electricity, energy in that building, that could set that equipment off.
That's what Eli and I were talking about today. I said that was a good question to ask if you use EMF detectors. If you're holding a cell phone in one hand, okay, and you got a laptop in front of you, and it's close, it's going to detect that.
Yes, you can always test that out for yourself. Take your EMF, lay it down in front of it, and take your phone and just kind of go across the top of it, and you'll see it light up as the phone makes it. Yeah, if you go across the top of the meter. But yes, that's it's all based on energy. depending on how much intersect. I mean, could you use that as saying it's a spirit? Maybe, perhaps, yeah. So, but you got to make sure that you got
to eliminate all variables.
There you go. You got to debunk yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a spirit? I mean, when it starts lighting, when your EMF starts going off, you got to look around it. You got to. Okay, is there anything else that could be setting off my EMF? If there is nothing else that you can visually see or visually putting two and two together, then there you are. Then you start with your, all right, I have a spirit here. Maybe we should, all right, let's go a little further. Let's start communicating. Let's see what we can get out of this. But first of all, knock that out first. But, debunk what is around you first. Before you go into, all right, I got a spirit automatically, because there could be something else. You could have set your EMF, you could have set it down on something that is putting out a lot of energy.
So okay, what's the first thing you do when you go and look at? I'm sorry about that. What's the first thing you look out for when you walk to properties when you go investigate?
No trespassing signs.
At least it said no trespassing signs.
I know, right?
Right?
I mean, it's true. I mean,
Just like, no, we just gonna go ahead. Well, I didn't see it back there. We're just going ahead.
Yeah, well, I can see. I can read, Mr. Officer.
I have my glasses on.
I know, right?
But
make sure we're one of those work hats. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Okay. So
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I mean, Lisa is a little bit right. We look at what we're about to walk into, because a lot of times you're going to places that are abandoned. They've been abandoned for years. You look for squatters. You look for
Potential hazards.
Drug.
Drugs.
Meth heads, you got to look at all this stuff first.
We're not looking for drugs, okay?
And you got to make sure there's not a bear hiding in there too.
Have you ever guys got chased out by cops or anything?
No, because we kind of
keep a low profile.
We kind of keep a low profile when we do stuff. That's a lot of times you guys will see us in videos. And we'll keep turning the light down, dropping the light, putting a flashlight on something, and we'll turn the light off when a car or something goes by, because we try to keep a low. We don't want to be hassled, by anybody, and sometimes it makes it hard because, we like to stay in a location for a good while. But when you're in these certain type of places, you're kind of in and out because you don't want to be hassled. You got cops, you got whoever is inside this place that you haven't ran up on yet. But
do you guys do research about places before you go to them?
Yes, we do. We do. We don't do a lot, but we may,
like if it's a known place that has actual legit history, we try to research as much about it that we can. Now, if it's just some place we've kind of stumbled upon and we're like, oh, that looks awesome, then we try to find information on it. Sometimes we can't.
Okay.
No, we don't wear dark clothes.
No, dark clothes. No. Be like ninja. No. Oh, sorry. Okay. How about equipment? What kind of equipment do you guys use?
You got your
phone. Do you guys use an app like Necrophonic?
We do. We do use the Necrophonic app. As far as any kind of equipment.
All right, guys. I'm eating. I'm just letting you know. How come
no, but if it's there, it's gonna be there, and you'll pick up to somebody's voices. Your phone will pick them up. Yeah. If they're there, we believe if it's there, you really don't need all that stuff. I mean,
but I mean, the equipment does help.
We're going to use it. It's just that we didn't start out using it. You know, that's to me, all the interactions that I've had through my life. I never had an EMF reader sitting. I didn't have an EMF sitting beside me. I didn't have a necrophonic. It was right there, and that's how you did your communications. But did I capture it? Did I get it on film? No. That's why we do it on this channel, because if we do capture something, you're going to see it. We're going to see it. So I don't know.
Do you guys ever investigated with the team before?
A team?
Yeah, like a group.
Yeah. AK Explorations. Cara from Salem, Virginia Paranormal.
Okay, they're out there in the chat.
Jay, King Sport,
Yeah.
Brandon, Clarissa.
Right.
Who else? Mama.
Yeah.
Mama's not really. She don't even feel that.
Okay.
But
I got a question. Oh, I'm not going. I'm sorry.
Clown.
Yeah.
Oh, Clown. Yeah, I like Clown. He's cool. With like on the investigations, okay. Like let's say you're investigating a house, right? Like, is it kind of hard because if you're investigating a certain location of that in the house, and let's say you capture a door shutting, and someone shut it, and they say, "Hey, I shut the door." Like, have you ever been in that situation before where there was no communication?
No. You mean like somebody? Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
You mean like I shut you? You think you heard something? You seen something, and then somebody
so
goes, "Oh, that was me. My bad."
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean that happens.
yeah, and you just kind of have to holler out and be like, "Hey, was that you?" And if nobody answers, then you know.
Yeah, but I mean, when it happens, we don't claim it. You know,
I mean,
we realize that it was somebody else.
Yeah, for me and Dustin, when we do investigations and everything, we are constantly trying to. You good? We're constantly trying to debunk anything that could, like, potentially be an error. I don't know how I'm trying to say this. Like,
We debunk, you know.
we debunk ourselves as much as possible. That way, if we can debunk it, then we can move on and we know it's not a spirit. But if there's no reasonable explanation for it, then, you know, it kind of leans more towards it's a spirit or entity, stuff like that.
And that's what makes it harder because the houses, as years go, houses settle and they make a lot of noise. And you got that. All right, let's say doors. If the floors are, you know, or something's not level in the house, doors will, you know, close back and forth on themselves. You got to look for different things. You got to look, maybe there's a window open, or maybe there's this or this. You have to look at that, everything before you go, all right, this is a spirit. This is where there's a spirit here. You got to look at everything before you just, all right, this is it. I found them. You know, this is 100%. I got the evidence we need right here. It's not always that.
And a lot of people, a lot of people say, "Oh my God, something was thrown at me," and they think it's something like evil and stuff like that. Like, has anything ever like been thrown at you with no justification if it's nobody? Like, has that ever happened to you?
Anything thrown at us?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Not like thrown, no. But I mean, if something does get thrown, it's not necessarily evil.
Yeah,
it could just be the spirit trying to get your attention. My point of view or whatever.
Yeah, that's that's one thing we don't necessarily look for exactly when we go to is what if it's evil or good, because a lot of time it's trying to get communication. It's trying to communicate. They can't just say, "Hey, how you doing, Lenny?" So that's how they get your attention, and it may come off a little aggressive to you. Like if something grabs the back of you, it's probably just trying to, hey, you know, hey, I'm right here, you know.
Can you rough me up right now?
Sorry.
Okay, have you guys ever used, like, because I know you guys worked at this team, you could probably use other people's equipment and stuff like that. But have you guys ever used any trigger items, flashlights, or anything just to communicate?
There was a REM pod that somebody brought.
Jenny. Jenny.
Yeah.
Mysteries and
Jenny's Journeys and Mysteries.
Jenny's Journeys and Mysteries, and she used the REM pod. It was setting in. There was some stuff that was going on there.
Yeah.
But it's not it's not a all the time deal. It doesn't happen all the time.
Okay, how about
Kind of went blank there myself.
Oh, I know. Right? No. It was, I think this is my screen. I don't know. But anyways, so how about like kind of like the UV laser lights, matrix lights? Have you ever tried that?
No.
Nuh-uh.
No.
Now I want to get them.
No. Yeah, I mean,
I think it'd be awesome.
just because we haven't done these things doesn't mean we're not going to do it, or we're not going to use these things. A lot of y'all know that these things are not cheap.
No, they're not cheap. No.
This equipment is very expensive.
Yeah.
And a lot. And in reality of it, and you're dating with all the other issues and responsibilities you have going on, you can't just go out there and rush and blow that money on. Even if it's a what am I trying to say? If it's an investment for your channel.
Yes.
It's okay if it's an investment for your channel, but we're just starting off. We're new. We're still new. We're still new, and we're still not to the level where, all right, we didn't know if we were going to bomb, and if we just spent all this money on equipment and then our channel just flunked right out the gate, we just lost all that money, right? I mean, we already spent enough money, everybody knows this, to travel to these locations, So, I mean, and cameras are expensive. The stuff that paranormal investigators use to do their investigations is really expensive. So
they are, yeah, especially, yeah.
So we're not saying we haven't had the opportunity to purchase these things yet, but we are going to try all these different things. There's a lot of stuff that we've always wanted to try, like the REM pod,
grid lights.
Hell, I'd even try the little cat balls, or you want to try the pendulum?
I want to try the cat balls. I want to buy some.
Lisa wants to start trying to use and learn the pendulum.
It's scary. I gotta admit, it's scary. Like going to investigate somewhere, like because, it's just the fact of something try to follow you home or something like that. That's what I worry about.
We've had that happen. So.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Can you tell a story about that if you don't mind?
That was one of my questions.
Great.
So, one time we went to a cemetery up in Asheville, and I don't know, Dustin was fixing to get back in the car, and like he jumped out of nowhere, like something scared him, and I was like, "What's wrong with you?" And he was like, "Oh, it's nothing." So, like, I think it was like 2 days later, I was on my way back home from work, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and there was like this older man sitting in my back seat, but it wasn't like a man, it was just the figure of the man, if that makes sense, like his spirit or whatever. So I get home and I tell Dustin about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy that we picked up at the cemetery." He's like, "You remember when I jumped?" And I was like, "And you didn't tell me this?"
He neglected to tell you that part.
Well, there's a difference. This stuff it doesn't intimidate me, but that night I don't know what was bothering. I was extremely jumpy that night. I had opened up that door and I seen that guy sitting back there. I about laid down in the cemetery because it was all throat.
Okay, so Eli and I were having a conversation this morning. We had an in-depth conversation over coffee. Okay.
Oh
man, her internet.
Well, I'll finish it for you, Folgers.
I know, right? Oh no, we're just coming up with questions and everything else. Wait for it to come back. So I know you guys. What was I saying? I know you guys were talking about graveyards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you guys ever went to a mausoleum?
Yes, we have went to many mausoleums.
How was that? Like, how is that compared to a grave?
The same thing.
Yeah, it's still the resting spot.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I was saying because
they're just like, above ground, not below.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I know the difference, but like, are there like the spirits? Are they more like Because I know they're in the closed area more than a grave is, and I was wondering, are the spirits more active in a mausoleum?
I wouldn't say so. I think they're probably the same.
Mausoleum.
Okay. Mausoleum. There
You
you go.
probably get more out of the cemetery. More.
Okay.
I get
I would
that
say.
I
feeling
thought
at
so. I
least.
think
You
so.
get more. But in New Orleans, New Orleans has a bunch of gigantic freaking mausoleums. I mean, they're like, we come across one down there in New Orleans, and we thought it was freaking, we thought it was a freaking church. The thing was massive, and there was plenty of space, and you could take a whole group, a large group. Everybody could disappear, split up, and everybody could, have their own little stuff. But I feel that you're probably gonna get more in a cemetery or a graveyard than you would in a mausoleum. It depends. It depends. But I don't think you get more out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Eli, let's hit him with the one question we talked about this morning. Residual and intelligence. They're two, obviously. We know it's a residual. It's like an imprint. It's just a loop. Now, see, Eli and I talked about this morning, like, extensively. Does it have to be, like, if you guys know, we don't, such a traumatic thing to happen for it to imprint and just loop like that, so they don't get to, go? Like,
So, kind of relive that.
I don't like
to relive at the moment.
Yeah, to relive it over and over again.
Over and over and over again.
Right. Does the death have to be traumatic?
I don't know so much if it has to be traumatic.
You know what I mean?
If it just has to be.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine going to work every single day and then just coming back and doing every day at the same time over and over and over again? And then you can't, I know you can't speak to a residual.
But I don't think they're aware. I don't think that's just like
it's just an important moment in their life, I feel sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to remember that.
I think it's like you said, like it's an imprint. Like
my camera won't turn on. I don't know why, so I'm just gonna leave it off.
It's a recurring video, back and forth.
It's very sad. It's a sad thing.
It is.
It is.
I mean, why can't they? I mean, even though they've died, I mean, I would like to do some research on that, because I would like to know why they can't go why the other ones go.
Well,
other spirits get to go.
It's like, okay, it's like when you die, right? When you die and you don't know if a car's gonna hit you and you die. That's it. Why can't they move on? I know it's just an imprint, and let's say their soul travels to heaven or wherever they believe in. Okay, like, why can't that little imprint just move on? Like, because they're constantly reliving their death over.
It's like a stain.
A stain, yeah, stain.
Yeah, I mean, what I want to know why, like, poor Vale's in here. I don't understand why some people get to be, do their thing, and then that poor person has to relive that same thing over and over every single day, and he doesn't even know he's doing it. You know what I mean? They don't know they're doing it.
Well, maybe it's not an actual spirit. Maybe it is exactly what you're saying it is. It's an imprint. It's not. There's nothing that exists there. Maybe it's passing through some kind of.
So maybe that spirit did go.
Time, time lapse. Maybe it's
right.
Maybe there's nothing. There's really nothing there. I mean, that's
right. So maybe the spirit did go, but it was such of a. Maybe the imprint just made it stay.
Yeah,
I was wondering.
Yes.
But I was wondering if it had to be like bad or whatever.
It's like, okay, can I say sort of
traumatic?
I want to say sort of like it's like heaven or hell, right? People believe in heaven and hell. Let's say that's their hell.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying that they're all bad people that happen to them, but maybe it's their hell they created because they wanna stay in that loop because they don't want to be judged at the end. I don't know if you guys are Christian or not. I don't know, but maybe it's the way they wanted it to be, or I don't know.
I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, that's horrible.
Well, in a sense of that, I mean, in a sense, that would be
your hell.
Well, that would be kind of
depends on the moment, I guess. If it's a happy moment, it could be your heaven.
Yeah,
like people are saying in the chat, it's energy. So therefore, I mean, it's not really. If it was hell or heaven, they wouldn't be no they wouldn't be getting anything. No, there wouldn't be no punishment, or they wouldn't be getting anything out of that because they're not aware of that they're
Right.
in that place. That they're being tortured, or being
Right.
hell's made for punish you from your sins that you had in life. So if you're not aware that
Right.
what would be the purpose of that? I mean, or
Right. Right.
definitely wouldn't be your heaven because you're not there again. You're not aware that you're doing
Like,
that.
wait a minute, I'm not there.
Right.
What's the most haunted place you guys ever explored? Like the creepiest, most one you'll never go back to.
Oh, we'll go back.
We'll go back to everywhere. That's just how we
Like,
are.
Dad, I'll go back. I don't care how creepy it was. What was the most creepiest, like most haunted place?
We like Hell's Gate,
Oakwood
Cemetery in Spartanburg, South Carolina. That's one of our favorites.
I'll write that down.
It is creepy. We've had some interesting stuff. Exactly what they say happens, you will experience it when you get there.
How about sorry, go ahead.
How
about attachments? Like, what do you guys think about that? Let's say a spirit dies and they get attached to something. Is it because they love the thing so much, or is it because they don't want to leave this plane on this earth?
I think a spirit can attach itself to anything.
Maybe it's
a person, a bear, a doll.
Maybe it's something where they had they experienced the most happy life or more memorable part of their life, and this item just to be attached to that memory. Therefore, they're attached to it. And like cars, might be attached to a classic car because they put their life into it. They had so much love for it, and so it meant so much to them.
Yeah.
No, it could be in certain items like that. Could be why they are attached to these items because it meant a lot to them when they were alive.
Exactly. See, some
you
people
guys have haunted objects in your house?
No.
No.
I don't believe anything in this house is haunted. No.
Do you have spirits living in your house?
I mean, if that's what you need to be.
Yeah. From time to time, we get a lady. She comes. I wouldn't say she lives here, but she visits.
Passes through. That's cool, though. That's cool.
Do you communicate with her?
Like I can tell when she's here. Like the energy of the house just kind of shifts. So.
Oh wow. Is it sort of like the feeling relationship, or the things knocked over, or what do you mean by that?
Nothing's touched or messed with.
It's just like certain feeling like comes over me. I guess like I don't know how to explain it.
You're doing it just fine.
I'm trying. You're doing good. You like it. I don't want to explain it, but you got it. I get a sense.
She senses the presence. You gotta feel something's different. She'll get you get little chills.
I get like cold chills.
She senses the presence. It's kind of like she can't see. I mean, she can see them, but she's just more of a.
That's the creepiest part when you can see them, and you're like thinking, does anybody else see what I'm seeing here? And there's what are you looking at? And I'm like, right there. You don't see that person.
Well, here's my question for everybody out there. Have y'all ever thought how many times you have actually seen a spirit walking around and you just thought it was another person?
Yeah.
You ever thought, and you probably seen many in your whole life just walking around like it's just an everyday person and never had no clue that it was a spirit.
Exactly.
Well, like Vale says, just look like, like we do. I mean, that's how she sees hers. I mean, they look like we do. I mean, they're not going to be all like blood and guts and stuff hanging off them, but
and not everybody.
I mean, it's not the zombie apocalypse yet.
I don't think it's like that either.
How about phantom smells?
I think they look just like us.
Phantom what?
Phantom smells.
Phantom smells. Yes, I've had this phantom smells. I've had there's times that I will smell the laundry detergent that my grandmother used to use.
Wow.
No, it was the particular smell, and sometimes I'll get the perfume smell or and I smell it, and the first thing I think of is my grandmother. But yes, you will get the certain smells. You'll get cigarette smells. You'll get cigar. Like if you're in somewhere that may be a lot of old Western type stuff, like you know, maybe cowboy gunslingers or something may have passed on there, been killed there. You will get the smells from the old, their time period.
Oh yeah.
But yes, there are smells are very phantom smells are very real.
Okay. Have you guys ever experienced like haunted schools or churches or hospitals or
Haunted schools?
We haven't done a school.
We've done a type of school, but it wasn't necessarily haunted. We've done the asylum.
That's haunted.
That's haunted. What else? Hospital, schools. What was the other one? Church. No, we've never been in a church. I mean, we were the church, because they'll burn down if we walk in them, But,
Okay, that's what I tell my mama. She goes, go to church. I said, I can't. She goes, why? I said, "It'll burn down."
yeah?
She goes, Jax, you're bad.
no, we haven't.
See, we have an entire town that's haunted about 25, 30 minutes from me. The whole town.
Oh, wow.
It's a small little town called Jerome. Ghost Adventures have been there. It closes down at 6. They do ghost tours. They give you EMF detectors. They give you flashlights. They give you like all fun stuff during Halloween. They do them. The ghost town. I've seen spirits sitting in cars. It's a really cool place. If you ever get to Arizona, let me know. Go to Jerome. It's really, really fun. Like Killhat wants to go to Jerome. I told him, dude, pick me up and we go. I know the whole place. I've been there so many times. My mom and my oldest son, oldest daughter went, and back the time you could go in the mine shafts. You could walk in there because it was a mining town. So you could walk in back in the 90s. Well, my son and daughter thought it'd be funny to throw rocks. Well, they got rocks thrown back at them.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Awesome.
Yep. And then there's a place called the Haunted Hamburger, which is very good food. It's very good food. It's small, but it's very good food. They got a picture on a flip phone. We don't have pictures anymore. I saw it. But a woman's face in the like the glare of the mirror.
Yeah.
You're always gonna find something there. Always something's gonna happen. You can see they have like a 1920s cop car. You always see something in there.
That's
Always. It's just like the corner of your eye, but you see it. It's even got a working the sawmill. It's got a working old sawmill, and it's the neatest place I've ever seen. I mean, I haven't been to Tombstone yet. I'd like to go there, but Jerome is definitely fun. And it's never packed.
Yeah, I would get distracted by that stuff over the spirits. I'd see all that stuff, and I'm like, "Well, we're here for ghosts."
No, right?
Yes, this is pretty cool.
They have a movie theater that you can go into, and it tells the story about the town of Jerome and how people died there. One poor man, he died with the elevator. He was trying to fix it. It came down. That's very sad. My mom was sitting in one of the seats watching it with my kids. They were like 11 and 12. She said, Jackie, I swear to God, there was a person in the seat with no legs. I said, what? She goes, yup. Clear as day. Saw the body, no legs.
Dang.
I've seen things in Jerome that I cannot explain.
BW.
Go. We see something.
I believe Hensley has said the same thing.
Oh, the guy in the porta potty. That's right.
Isn't it, huh? What? The guy in the porta potty.
Where was it? Yeah, so there's a porta potty up there, and there's like a little, like you could throw, they make it again, like you throw coins in there. Yes, I know. He was holding it, and he moved. The statue guy moved. I'm like, wait, that's not right. He moved. So you ever get to Arizona, let me know. Jerome's cool. I mean, it's a small little place. But you know, it's worth it because they don't charge you to go there. You pay $5 to get into the ghost town up there. I mean, it shows where they had a bordello up there. They had a dentist. a doctor's office, a mechanic place. All those old buildings are still there. They've really kept them well preserved.
Lady J, you'll know
shows
exactly
the old, like,
when we
how they pull teeth. You let me know. Be like, SOUTHCACK'S here. We're going.
Oh, you'll know when we're there.
Exactly.
We're gonna let you know as soon as we even hit the state line.
We can't go in the mine anymore, but you know, maybe we can go around the mine. You never know. Just
Why can't you
well,
go
at least
in it?
to look out.
What?
No. Well, I guess over the time it's come down. You can go in a certain point, but you couldn't go in as much as you could in the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, over time it's gonna, break down. But you can walk around. You walk in, and then you walk in and you see like the dentist office was like as big as like a small bathroom, literally, and it shows you all the tools. And then you go up in the house, go up on the hill. You gotta have the the bordello that's up there. They have these mannequins hanging over. That's not right. You used to be able to walk up there, but over time they didn't want to build on it. They wanted to leave it exactly as it was because that's the cool stuff. So we used to walk up there and used to see there were beds in there and everything. Oh Lord.
Wow.
But now they just have the mannequins. They have the one leg hanging over the guardrail and stuff. It's really cool. It's history. It's like a long time ago. I guess two brothers owned the town.
No, because those
It was like there's some people that live in the town, but it's very minimal people. They have like a bar, a couple.
2 roads.
It's 2 roads, literally 2 roads, and it's a windy road.
Damn.
It's cool.
I'm dying.
It's a quiet little town, and you know what? You can find so much things. They have a little graveyard, and you're like, "Oh, it's small, but there's people in there." And then up in the town in Prescott, we have an old cemetery from the 1700s, and nobody can be buried in there anymore unless you own a plot. Like, say you have family members there, and you're like 90, you can be buried in there if you have a plot. My mom and I went in there, and stuff moved. Like, we saw a shoe on a headstone. We came back the other way. The shoe was on the opposite headstone. Same shoe.
Oh. Wow.
I want to go at night. Back then, I didn't investigate. My mom and I just liked walking through graveyards. Cost we are. But that shoe, I said, yeah, I saw the shoe when we walked in. She goes, why is it over there? I said, I don't know. I didn't put it there. I don't know why it's there. But it did. It moved. Don't know why. It was a boot, old boot. Strange. But that
I'm distracted
happens.
with
It
what's going
happens
on
to
behind
everyone.
you.
Oh,
little
that
distracted
my
behind
daughter,
you there,
my
Lady
daughter-in-law,
J.
my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter-in-law. She's trying to fix a tire.
Hey, what's up, Eric? See you later. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about reincarnation?
What?
Ring.
Oh, reincarnation.
Yeah.
That's not what I thought you said. I don't know if I believe in reincarnation. Because therefore, if I believe in reincarnation, how does the afterlife, how does spirits exist? I don't know if I really believe that one. You believe in, you have any thoughts on reincarnation?
I don't know.
I mean, I know I've heard, where, like children, up to a certain age can remember their past lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel if reincarnation exists, see, that's where the thing is. How do these spirits that are here, how do they get here? Why are how come they wasn't reincarnated? Or how come they didn't go to this so-called realm or heaven or hell or where else? And why are they here?
That's what I thought. I thought that when you died at a certain age, you go straight to heaven, because, you don't even know they're innocent, at innocent age. And I see like 5-year-olds, like 8-year-olds stay behind. I believe in heaven, but at the same time, it's like, why are they left behind? That's what I want to know. And I know adults have unfinished business. Some of them do. But why kids? They're still young. Why stay behind? Because they don't know much. They don't know much of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like us adults.
Yeah.
That's something I want to know. It's just like spirits walking through walls. I understand we're made of energy and everything, What I want to know is if we're also made of like a mist or something like let's say we're made of we're made of energy and that's it, right? And we get to pass through walls. What I want to know is can they also like do it through their mind to move things instead of using energy to move them? Sort of like telepathy.
You got me on that, buddy. 'Cause, I mean, there's a lot of things. That's why
I don't even know about that.
This is why we're trying to get that close to understanding what's really going on the other side. And that's one of the, that's one of the things that we would all like to learn. Do they have, or can they control items with their minds? I mean,
it makes you think like that.
I don't know if they can.
I mean, it makes you think. It makes you think you're sitting there, and you're like, okay, is this pencil really moving on its own, or is it just or is the house just unleveled? You know what I mean? Like it makes you think that as well. Or even if it's just a shadow, is it just you're looking at the computer screen and you look away? Is it just my eyes playing tricks on me? I mean, it makes you think though. What do you think about spirit guides?
Spirit guides? What do you mean? Oh, guide you in your life? Or people individual. I believe that's the whole, is it spirit guides or is it angels?
Exactly.
It's what you believe, I guess. If you're very Christian, I mean, if you're very spiritual in that aspect, you probably believe that those are your guardian angels. I guess you could believe that people have gone before you, could be guiding you in your life. I guess it's for that person. It's what you believe in. So to me, I believe that people that have gone before us kind of guide us along. So, but I believe in God, but am I that spiritual that I believe that angels are what guides us around? No.
Right. I mean, I believe in God and I believe in angels and I believe in all that stuff, but you wonder, I've asked Vale tons of times about this. I said, Vale, when I die, am I going to look younger? She goes, nope, you're going to look the same way you are now. I said, wait a minute. I said, right? She goes, if you die at 40, you're going to look 40. I'm like, whoa, I'm supposed to look magical. I'm supposed to look like in my youth. She goes, well, if you die at 90, you're going to look 90. I said, that is wrong on all sides. But I've accepted it because Vale said that's right. I've accepted it, but
you probably need.
You never know. I believe it. I believe anything is possible. Now, anything's possible.
So you want to wear your best clothes, best makeup, and your best shoes, and your best whatever.
Never. That's not going to happen to me, Dustin. I'm going to be in my Ola pajamas and a sweatshirt on with my hair up in a bun looking a hot mess. I'm telling you. That's
I hope I don't go out like this with a freaking beanie on my head.
It's going to happen like that. I'm telling you, nothing ever happens when you look your best.
It's like the Egyptians, they wanted to take everything. They got wrapped up. They got all their toys with them. They think they're going to take it to the afterlife.
Now that's a whole different story. The Egyptians were a little different on that. I kind of am starting to believe the whole Egyptian thing was actually there was an alien race that came down and taught them everything.
So what do you think about aliens?
Huh?
What do you think about aliens?
I think about aliens. I think aliens exist, and I think they've always existed. I think they have taught mankind for centuries how to, everything a lot of things that we have learned, or our ancestors. I believe that aliens did, however, have something to do with that.
I think that they've always existed, and I just think they wanted to show themselves at certain times. Like in 1997, I saw the Phoenix Lights. They were cool, they were awesome, but I went the hell in the house because I wasn't being uplifted. Everybody's out there going, look at all those lights. I'm like, bye, have a good trip. I was going, but it was scary. It was. I mean, they were beautiful. How they were. It was all over the news. It was all over everything. I mean, back then they did live radio stations, and the guy, the DJ cussed so loud because the sky got so bright, like all over Phoenix. It was like someone had a spotlight on it, and they were just they were there and then they were gone.
Have,
mean,
the South
cool
Cat,
though.
have you ever experienced aliens? Have you seen lights in the sky? Have you ever
I have
seen?
never experienced aliens. No, I'm sorry. I've never heard, but I believe there is not a lot that you can tell me that. Okay, well, I find it hard not to believe in certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just think of now. I don't believe in a lot of stuff that science claims. I'm a big, I don't believe in some of that stuff because if you think about it, really, they're theories, and how could you know these things? How could you possibly know these things? Like stuff that goes on in the universe. How could you possibly know that? You can't touch it.
Yeah,
You can't get there to know that. How do you know that? The theories. I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. I don't believe it because I can walk out that door and look around and say, no. I can look at our human bodies, us, animals, and go, no. And I can believe that there are Bigfoot and there are Loch Ness monsters because look at a crocodile, look at an alligator, look at these weird animals that exist right now. How can it not be possible for something like that to exist?
Well, that's what I tell my grandkids. They said there's no more dinosaurs. I said, well, of course there's dinosaurs. Alligators, crocodiles, they survived because they went in the mud. That's how they evolved now. I mean, my mother went hunting with my grandfather, and she swears, and my grandfather swears he didn't have a pumpkin head, but she saw a headless horseman, and she went to her grave. She's going to go to the grave with it. She doesn't care who didn't see, if anybody believes her. She knows what she saw. My grandfather was a police officer. I mean, he couldn't believe what he saw.
I believe the world is round like my belly.
I believe the world is round. I believe the land is flat.
Yeah, exactly right.
I mean, come on.
I would never tell somebody who didn't. If someone came up to me and told me I saw the Loch Ness monster, I wouldn't say no, you didn't, because it's very possible. The loch is so deep. How do you not know? And if someone says, "Well, I saw something in the ocean," you couldn't say no because only 5% of the ocean has been, explored. There's so much out there that we don't know about this planet.
Right. What I don't understand is how Bigfoot is so elusive. How smart and intelligent is this being?
You know what? They've stayed alive this long. They're doing something right, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting the footprints, great, but they've never really come up with a solid DNA. Maybe it's nothing concrete. They're out there.
Point. Beth makes a good point. She says, "How do we know we aren't the real aliens?"
Yeah, exactly.
I never thought Eli's an alien.
You're an alien. I'm an
Eli's the alien. Yes, he is.
Have you met this one?
Little.
If you think about
That's your native language.
Yes, that's my native language. Little.
The spirits, okay.
Justin's a little alien.
How about if we're the spirits and the spirits think they're human? And they
are human. They're just like us.
They are, but I mean, they're dead. They don't know they're dead.
I think you're going there. I see where you're going with that. Yes, no, I understand. I see where you're going with that. Because maybe they do. I've said it before. It's like that movie, The Others. It's like maybe they don't know that they are.
Oh yeah.
If you've seen that movie, that's what he's pretty much saying.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily they don't know that they're human, or they don't know I don't think they know they're dead.
Yeah.
You're intruding on
I was so very confused about that movie at the end, Dustin. I was like, what just happened? I don't understand. Now they're dead, but I didn't understand until I watched it the second time.
That story, as far as paranormal or supernatural, is probably one of my favorites because it's the point of view.
Yeah.
How do you look at it? You got to look at it that from that side. It could be very well. Think about the things that are said when you're out there investigating. The questions that you hear. Right. You always hear.
And she went around locking doors like she did when she was in life. I mean, she was locking doors.
And what would that do to the living? Oh, the crap! My door locked, and I.
Right. So she went around doing the same thing.
Right, and they're both freaking each other out. The living people are doing the same thing, and the
living here and the people, the dead people here and the living. I'm like, who is alive in this movie?
Exactly.
I never got it.
How about praying? How about I know you guys use your necrophonic box or any app. So do you guys pray before and after?
No.
Okay.
We don't. No, we just.
Did you hear, Eli? The church burned down. Can't do
Hello.
that.
Ah, shoot.
Oh, we don't.
Hey, Greg,
We
man.
don't pray.
I'm sorry I missed all y'all guys' name. I'm sorry about.
Maybe we go in half cocked, but we don't. We do not pray. We just go on.
Dustin, there's nothing wrong with half cocked. A lot of people do it. A lot of people.
No, we don't. We don't pray. Because first of all, you got to believe. If you're praying when you're going through the door, you probably believe in it. And that kind of means that you think that everything in there is going to be evil.
Yeah.
I don't think 100% of the time when you go into a haunted location that anything in there is evil. You know.
I believe that. Yeah, I don't think everything is like, there's not an evil spirit going to come get you. I mean, like there could be somebody that died just really likes where let's say it was, I don't know, let's use like a ballroom. Maybe they just really like dancing there and they really like enjoy being, that was their happy place and they don't want to go anywhere else. They want to stay there.
Well, look at it this way: if they were killers, if they were murderers or killers or serial killers in life, wouldn't you think that they still have that mentality in death?
Sure.
I mean, or whatever kind of person they were in life, don't you think they're going to have that mentality when they're dead?
Yeah,
I would think so.
So does that make
if
them
you're nasty in
evil on
life,
the
you're
level?
going to be nasty in death.
Right. I mean, is that going to make them on the level of a demon? See, that's the thing. We're automatically walking in there thinking, "Is there demons here?" And that's where the praying comes in.
Well, with
so
that,
is that praying going to help you
That's when you start praying.
Is the praying going to necessarily help you from the spirit of John Wayne Gacy?
Exactly.
Probably not.
But you know what? It's
that is a big hell no, Bob. It is not going to help you.
I mean, but if it is a demon or some kind of demonic or something that has that, belief in God or has some problem with God and Satan and all that, then praying may be your best bet.
Because a lot of people, like I'll start going back to going into a property and something's thrown at you or the door slam hard. They're like, "Oh my God, it's a demon! Oh my God!" You know what I mean? And it really, a lot of people do that, just reviews, and it's not really. It could have been the wind. It could have been something, but it could be a spirit too.
There's a lot of aspects of what can happen, and you're in an abandoned location. Most of these buildings are condemned. They're falling apart right in front of you.
Yeah.
So if you're hearing things creeping and falling and creeping, something,
don't go in there.
Yeah, you got to think. You also might have critters running around the place. It's damn near condemned. It's falling apart. And then you could have school. There could be anything going on there, and and not necessarily when something bad happens, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a demon. I mean, people want to say it's demons, but it don't necessarily. Not every place is. You gotta look at what demons do to begin with. How does a demon affect you? They affect that person. They affect the person. They get into them and they run them down and they change that person. Why are they just hanging out in some freaking haunted place? And why are they just hanging out there? Why they supposed to be a more superior type? You know what I'm saying? Why would they just be hanging around waiting for somebody to just pop in? I mean,
dang right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I think they like to be. Like some people don't want to go to the said. I don't know if there's a light. I don't know. Nobody knows there's light until you get there. Like, I'm not gonna go. Oh, there's light. Really? You see it? No. Well, how do you know there's light? Until you see it, you don't know it's there until someone comes back and says, "Yo, I died. I saw that light, and I'm coming back to tell y'all."
Sure.
We don't know. We really don't know.
You don't know what the difference is. You don't know what the different levels are or what the people. I mean, it's just. I just feel that it's how the person was in life. If they were a good person, well, if they're a spirit and they're trapped in that room, that they're going to be the person they were when they were living. I mean, if they like to chop people's heads off,
stay off my lawn. He's going to be that old man stay off my lawn and death.
Exactly. Hey, get out of my house. Get off my property. Or the guy that's swinging the machete. I'm gonna chop your head off. You come in here. And that's what they're trying to do. And yes, David, they do scratch you. Spirits scratch you. It doesn't necessarily.
PWI, thanks for coming by.
Man, but I think it's another.
Hey, David.
It's a whole other different level if you do really come across an actual demon. Demons
But
are
if they
not
scratch
exactly.
you, are they trying to hurt you? I mean, when they scratch you, let me ask you, if there's David, if they're scratching you, are they trying to hurt you maliciously, or are they just maybe trying to get your attention and just do it a little? You know what I mean?
Well, if
Is it
they're
always
scratching you,
I mean,
if they're scratching you, I don't think. Well, it could be they just don't have control over their touch, or maybe. But I mean, if they're scratching you, they got to be kind of aggressive. They're purposely trying to hurt you. I believe that. If they're scratching you, they're purposely trying to hurt you, and that could be not necessarily a demon, but that's just an evil spirit. And you know, that's the only way I can actually affect you. I can scratch you. Look, this works. You know.
Well, how about this? Like, I know you guys are getting. I know in the investigation you guys get hurt, scratched, and everything else, but it's also good to take a first aid kit with you guys. Do you guys take first aid kits?
We don't, but that is a good idea. Who's recommended we do that? And we thought, man, that's a damn good idea. And that, you know, we are going to start taking a first aid kit on, because there's a lot of ways you can get hurt on an investigation, not just by spirits but real people, you know, or you're in
step on a nail, you can scrap a piece of wood, anything happens.
Right, you're in a building that's falling apart. It's been falling apart for 100 years, you know. So you might need something. You don't know what you're going to, and you could stab. You're going to poke yourself with a daggum needle.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of thing. Man. But yes, we plan to start taking first aid kits with us when we start back.
I mean, I've always wondered if a spirit goes to grab you, like say it wants to touch you, is their force going to be light, or if they don't know how to, maybe they don't know how to control what they're doing yet? Do you know what I mean? Like maybe they newly died and they, like, for instance, my that video that was on my channel, Dale watched it, and then she texted me. She goes, "Do you know something rolling or Ronald?" I'm like, "No, I don't know," because she was looking at it. So I called my mom. It was my uncle. I'd had a headache for 10 days. Lisa knows about it. It was horrible. So she told me he was trying to talk to me, and I said, "Well," she goes, "Ask him what he wants." So I did, and the headache went away. I don't know how to explain that any more than, you know, I never knew him. He was my mother's brother, but he died when she was young. So he was my Uncle Toonie. I never knew him, but he's in the house.
I think that I think they have to fine tune their skills. I don't think when it takes a little. I think it takes a long time to hone in on your skills. You know, I always think about the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze, how he's learning how to use his skill to touch stuff, and how much power does it, and what to think of, and how to do it. Maybe they are being a little aggressive because they can't control it. They're trying to be gentle.
That's what David said. Yeah.
And depending on the energy, it takes a lot of energy to certain levels. It does. You know, to be able to do certain things, it takes a lot more energy to do that. I really think that's what it is. I mean, it's a lot harder to daggone. And you got to think about how loud are they really? How are they screaming to you for you just to hear just a little bit of?
I know. Can you imagine just how much energy they need to use even to move a ball a half of an inch?
I mean, there's so many things that we don't know, but do we ask those questions the majority of the time? No.
Will we ever know everything? I don't think we'll ever know.
It slips our mind.
We'll know when we become a ghost.
Right. It slips your mind to say that. When you're actually there, it slips your mind on what the hell should I ask? You know?
Right.
That would be a good idea. Hey, how hard is it to do these things, you know?
Exactly.
I mean, I've seen them move balls, but like Dale told me one time, she goes, it took over, it could have been like 2 or 3 hours for the ball to go half an inch. They don't know how to, I mean, I must have taken a severe amount of energy to do that. Beans are not, the matter.
Yeah, but David, how do you sense evil? I mean, like, I mean, I don't know. Explain that
You
one.
can tell if something's negative right away. You
Okay.
can tell, you can feel it. You feel it. I mean, you feel things around you. I think I know I have nothing evil in my house. It's all good. But I imagine if you had an evil spirit in your house, you'd know about it.
Right. And negative spirits are no
They're
different.
evil for a reason.
Negative people and negative spirits are no different. I mean, the living people
Yep.
are negative. It's the same way. And you can tell when somebody living is negative, and when you can tell right away when they're giving that attitude.
Like,
They're giving
you
you
die,
it's coming
don't
off.
be mean.
But I will say this: a negative spirit or evil spirit, whatever you want to call it, can portray themselves as something good to
Oh yeah.
lure you in, and then bam.
Or act like children, which
Yes.
is very misleading.
Yes.
Manipulation. And maybe
Yep.
they do want to, and maybe that's just they do, maybe they do really want to. It's been a long time since they felt what it's like to be in a body. So maybe they want to take your body, and
Oh Lord, I want to
become the
go
host.
through that.
It has to do with no physical body, right?
I can understand that. But
Like
they can't do
I need
everything
mine.
they did in life. And that you're right, Jim. I mean that they don't have voice boxes. They don't have. That's a good point. I would imagine they don't have, because you're not going to have you're not flesh and blood
Right.
anymore. You're not going to have. You're not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same voice that you have now.
Exactly. So what do you guys
And
think
how
about?
much is it going to cost? How much energy is going to for them to go? Hey, without microphonic, just all by itself, for you to hear the voice in your ear, for it to go, hi. How much energy would that take to get that voice out?
So what do you guys think about pendulums and
Pendulums? That's not my. They're cool. I like when seeing people use them, but that's more Lisa's. Lisa's.
What do you think about pendulums?
Excuse me for a moment.
I like the idea of pendulums and dowsing rods and stuff like that. I honestly do. I've never personally.
I have one.
Yeah, but it's something that I really.
One.
Yeah. But I really want to, get some and learn how to do it and all that good stuff. I think it's another great tool to communicate with the other side. So
yeah. Is it
I
hard?
want those light up dowsing rods. I want the light up ones.
Oh yeah.
Those are cool. Like maybe real like Jedi to really do light up those colors.
Yeah, that's true.
They're cool though. They light up. They're really neat if you're in the dark and you want it to be pitch black. At least you have a little light.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're gonna open up the panel, guys. If anyone wants to come up, hey, Living History comes alive. How's it going? As long as you guys respect the host and respect the chat, that's all that matters. I mean, if that's okay with you, SOUTHCACK'S, is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
No, our internet's just messing up, and oh my god, I mean, I don't like that, and it won't turn on my camera.
For
no reason. I'm just this knife's going crazy.
Oh, so it's your fault now. It's not my side messing up. It's your side messing up.
I'm so sorry about tonight. It's
no, you're fine.
I feel bad. I was like, hey, Lisa, how's it going?
Don't feel bad. Like I said, it's because we're here.
Oh, whatever. No, we have streamers that sucks.
I don't think my spirits in my house like me talking about them, so they're like, "You're not going on. You're done."
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen like in Chaco, where people come up and then they want a porn bomb my channel. So we apologize, and we've been freezing a lot. If I turn it on, it'll freeze on me. So I have it off just for today. Hey, Second Star, what's going on? How's it going?
What's up, Matt?
But my internet held pretty good here. I have to say that.
Yeah.
Pretty good last time. It held up a little bit. I had to bump out a few times, but we'll get it nailed down. My daughter says, "I'll buy more gigs, Mom." I said, "Okay."
Oh yeah, I'm gonna paste it. If anyone wants to come up. How do I do that? Okay, right there. So man, like, and that's what I'm saying. Just like I was so ready and everything else, and all of a sudden my internet keeps on freezing. I froze on my side, so I had to turn off the camera so it won't freeze so much. And it's just one of those nights. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, the link's on top. If anyone wants to come up, you guys can ask Lisa and Dustin, questions about their journey. Their next journey they're gonna go through. Because I know, are you guys gonna investigate more?
Yes. We are actually starting to look for another vehicle, so we'll be able to get out and do stuff. So things are starting to come together. We're excited. We're happy.
One thing, do you guys believe in heaven and hell?
Yes.
I mean, like, it's just like my dad.
Why I'm driving the bus. You're gonna be on it. Don't worry about it.
No, I say that because my dad used to be a Pentecostal pastor, and he used to tell us, when you die, you're going to be judged in heaven, and God will tell you if you're going to go through heaven or hell, But what I want to know, if he's going to punish you so bad, is he going to throw you back to heaven to be spirit? I mean, like, that's your punishment.
I don't know. It could be.
I mean, and that's why they have like spirits and they're called, what's it called? I think we talked about it. Like, they have the difference between a spirit and a ghost, and then they have intelligent, haunting, and residual. I mean, maybe that's just some way of saying, hey, that's your hell or that's your heaven. Like, I mean, or is it just a belief that, oh, here goes Ben. Or is it just a belief that that, let's say, if I die, I want to be a ghost, so you're going to be a ghost. Or, hey, if I die, I'm going to go be on a special island. I'm going to be on a special island. I mean, so who knows? Bad second star.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody doing today? Do you guys have any questions for Lisa?
Yeah, Lisa, when you coming to get me?
Hey, man.
I just told you we're working on a vehicle.
Oh, I didn't hear that part because I had to mute the
They're
screen.
gonna teleport.
Okay, that works too.
Matt's gonna build a teleportation system. We're all gonna teleport.
Heck yes.
Hey, sure, I can do that.
Get on it, Matt. You got a ghost pig? You can build a teleportation device. Come on now.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
Why
That's
should we not teleport?
Let me go get my flux capacitor.
Can you imagine if we could teleport? I mean, that would be cool.
That'd be
I wish I could teleport.
You'd
You
be
know what?
teleporting and diddling.
Right.
Ditto. Teleport. Ditto. And that was second star that said that about.
This is the great thing about the paranormal. There's so many questions, and we get to think outside the box in order to answer them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was second star that recommended we should take the what is it? The health kit, the daggum
First aid
kit. Damn, I can't.
Yes. Your survival kit.
Yeah, you recommended that we do that.
Yeah, survival kit. Yeah.
Yes,
If there's
sir.
band-aids and everything else, that's good.
Well, if you teleport and
I'll
only
even
half your
send
body
y'all
gets there,
one.
that'd be more too.
Huh?
She said, what
I'll
if we
even
teleport?
send
What if you
y'all
and
teleport?
our body gets there?
Then you're screwed.
Pizza. Oh, shit.
I think you're screwed.
Eli, you could have your pizza teleported to you.
That's not, it's not for me.
Well, we sort of do have that because drones do deliver now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, the companies that have them.
Not as fast though, but he is pretty good.
Right.
Oh.
Just drop it anywhere. I got you.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
So what is on y'all's list of new places to go investigate?
Oh Lord.
Wherever we can get to.
Everything and everything. We're going everywhere once we get back started.
Mm-hmm.
If it looks like a ghost, you're going there.
Yep.
We're going to teleport.
Oh.
You know, if we could teleport, we'd be more lazy than we are now.
Oh. But will we have to pay for stuff? We just teleport into the store, grab it off the shelf, and be back at the house on the couch.
And not get caught.
And not get caught.
There'd be teleportation security.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're going to cut you off in mid-teleport?
Yeah, the government would have their hand
They're
in
going to cut you off mid-teleport.
Right?
Nope, not
No,
today.
just get hot.
No, you have to pay for it. And
How about
like
astral
redirect your teleportation, where you would just
Oh,
go straight to the jail cell.
we're like, damn, this is not where I meant to go. I just wanted a damn candy bar.
Right?
Why am I wearing orange?
Guys,
How the
about
hell did I
astral
get it?
project? Is that possible?
What?
Astral project?
To leave your body?
I don't know
Yes.
about that.
A lot of people believe it. Yes, there it is.
I know it is because I've had people visit me.
Dustin's seen me,
I've seen Lisa several times, at least 3 times.
and I've been sound asleep.
Yeah, I was too. But
3
that's
times.
all I'm going to say
Oh
about it.
Lord, there's a double. They say you don't want to see your double. They say that everybody has one, but you don't want to see them. Like say, everybody has a twin, but they say
Like a
that you don't want to
doppelganger.
run into that.
Like a
Doppelganger,
doppelganger,
Yeah, doppelganger.
Hi, Alyssa.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you, Justin. They have Tommy knockers in that mine thing in Jerome.
They have what?
Tommy knockers?
Knockers.
What is it?
They're Tommy knockers are like little spirits that haunt cave systems and stuff.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know Tommy.
they'll lead you to a certain death that they experience.
Hey, Grinch.
Oh, nice.
No, thank you.
Oh, I am.
Eli is behaving himself at the moment.
Oh, no, it's just my internet that sucks today, Grinch. It's just freezing all the time, and
We like teleported. That's what it is.
I thought Tommy just knocked at my door. That's all you're saying.
Pizza delivery.
Hey, what's your thanks?
So South and Lisa, do you do all lockdowns?
Ooh,
Oh, you mean like a 30-minute challenge or something like
I
that?
thought about that.
No, like
Lockdown, a
overnight.
complete lockdown, like overnight. Just lock yourself in and stay
Oh,
overnight.
okay.
We haven't,
no,
but
no.
we want to.
We haven't had the opportunity yet, but we want to. We sure
thank
enough will do it if we get the
I won't
opportunity.
get out. I gotta go. You unlock me down 24 hours and be like, "Hey, give me the key. Give me the key."
You got to explain that. We got to explain that we don't necessarily get to spend a lot of time on places that we go because a lot of times you're not supposed to be there. You don't have permission to be there, and you have a little bit of time to be there and be out. We haven't had a lot of. We don't, know a lot of. We don't have connections where we can actually do a lockdown. We would love to do lockdowns, but we just don't have the connections, and we'd like to spend a lot more time investigating too in a location. But like I said, we don't necessarily always have permission to be there. It's kind of get as much footage as you can and get out because you could, you're trespassing. I don't recommend it. You're looking over your shoulder.
You can be
You're not supposed to be
trespassing
there.
and not even know
Don't
it,
worry,
too.
come here to Texas, and I'll give y'all a 30-minute lockdown in the Onion Huebner haunted house, and I'll take you over to the Devil's nightclub and
We're gonna take a club
get
now,
locked
yeah?
down there.
That would be a big hell no for me, Matt. Thank you very much, but no. No lockdown. Now you can lock me down. You give me the key. I'll do it. But I gotta have a key because I'll run through the glass. I'll run through the door. I don't know what I'd do. I'd be like, I'm getting out one way or another.
Well, apparently there's somewhere in Myrtle Beach, and a few of us aren't too far from it.
Gun church, old gun church.
Right.
So, do you have any memorable and scariest moments during your investigation or something?
I don't necessarily do, but Lisa kind of does.
I'm sorry, what was the
She's
question?
asking if there's any memorable, scary, anything.
Scariest moment.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, in Hell's Gate Cemetery, or Oakwood Cemetery is the like technical, I guess. That's like, I guess, my first real encounter with the paranormal. There was like, I don't know how to explain it. There was growls coming from the edge of the woods, and like at first I thought it was a dog or an animal or something, but it just kept getting like louder and louder, and like as we would walk around the cemetery, I followed in, don't bite me, in the edge of the woods, and we never saw anything. It didn't make any like footstep sounds. So I'm thinking that was one of the, I don't know, the bad spirits that were there, because in that cemetery they also do like satanic rituals and stuff. So I'm thinking that something that might have been like kind of conjured up there. So
Yeah, that's never good.
It takes a lot to scare me.
Now, going through locations, like, have you guys ever seen like the 666 written in the walls, like, you know, like a candle on the floor and everything? Have you guys ever picked up any like any weird feelings of that? It was like sort of like a practice, a witchery practice or something like.
Well, I don't know. I can go into a location and I get a certain feeling, like, I don't know. It's this feeling like I know there's energy there. It could be good or bad. Just like I know something's there, and I'll tell Dustin, I'm like, I'm getting that feeling, and 9 out of 10 times when I get that feeling, we get some really good responses. And
I figured out when she does get this feeling that there's something, we're gonna get something there. There's something going on there. A lot of times when I see a 666 stuff or anything like that, it's probably just vandals. It's probably just people tagging something. You know, it's not trying to, you know.
Has anything happened weird? Like, let's say you step on the pentagram or something. Has anything happened weird? Like you heard voices just because you stepped on that? No. Okay.
I guess it's just what you believe and how you believe it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're gonna go in there looking for. I mean,
if you go in looking for bad, you're gonna
get bad.
Yeah.
There's a good chance possibility you're gonna get bad. It's just the way you think. It's
what you're open to, I guess.
It's the whole thing. What you put out in the universe, you know.
Tell you what, Justin, I ever make your way and investigate to you. Let me know when Lisa has that feeling, so I know to run the other way.
Sure enough, I will.
Sure enough, feeling. I'm like, okay, I love y'all, but I got to go.
Alyssa, you want to say something?
Yeah. Have you guys encountered any poltergeist?
No poltergeist, no.
No.
We have never experienced the poltergeist deal. You mean like, you know, things being thrown around, objects being moved around, stuff like that?
Have you ever had a paranormal investigator been possessed?
Yes.
You're looking at it.
Yeah, he still is.
He's doing it.
Yes, in Cobb Cemetery in Florida with Clown. Yes, I was.
He wasn't Dustin.
Everybody else said I was possessed, but I didn't really feel as though I was. But
and then you watched the footage.
Oh.
How did that feel?
How to feel it? It didn't really feel any different. And
like, are you conscious of that you're possessed or something? Like,
I wasn't
control yourself.
No, yeah. That's the thing. I wasn't conscious of the fact that something was happening. I kind of felt, you feel a mood, a type of mood. I felt sad, and I felt more empathy for, you know, the
Do
people.
you also hear like voices in your head while you're?
I've never heard voices. No. I hear voices.
So you're saying like okay, when you're possessed, right? Did you ever sense any scratches on you or talking weird, or did they record anything you did like that, like, or
No scratches on me. They did record.
No, his eyes were completely
My
different.
facial structure
Yeah.
changed. They said my
Yeah, it's
facial
scrunched
structure
up.
changed. Huh?
It's scrunched up. Like your facial features
Yeah.
is totally
Yeah,
changed.
facial structure changed on the camera. Eyes particularly changed color.
Just like the way he was acting was totally different from how he usually acts.
But see, I thought I was totally fine. I was unaware of it, but whatever it was drawing me. Didn't want me to leave the cemetery. Huh? Clear my throat, she says.
Were you aggressive back then?
No,
I wasn't aggressive.
he was very reluctant to leave the cemetery, even though we were begging him to leave. He just kind of wandered around, and I don't know. He kept holding his hand out like somebody was holding his hand. I don't know. It
I
was
had a lot of sympathy
weird.
for a child. Mourning. I don't know. There was footage, but it is gone now. With the whole.
How long did it last?
It was the whole time.
No, it probably from the time I realized something was off with him until the time we got whatever had attached to him, like to let go. Probably about an hour. So.
And it's weird how it was. It was Salem. I mean, Carla from Salem, lives in Virginia, who was doing cleansing from Virginia, and we were in Florida, and I was totally unaware of it. And as she was doing it, I was getting the feelings from it. I mean, I was expelling it from my body.
Yeah.
I started vomiting and coughing, and as soon as I stepped out of the gate of the cemetery, I didn't know that Carl was doing it from her house. She was doing a cleanse, and I was feeling it all the way in Florida. So it was working.
Nice.
So do you guys have best evidence captured on EVP or camera?
We had good responses.
Yeah, we have good EVPs that come through.
There's a few times where we hear something, a disembodied voice. There's one where we were at the Fort McComb in Louisiana. We wasn't even doing an investigation. We were just exploring. And there was a part in there where I heard something go. I thought it was a hiss. It kind of, to me, standing there, it sounded like a hiss. But when we put the video up and it was viewed, there was a viewer who had said it was hey. If you listen, you can hear it say hey. And like I said, I thought it was just a hiss. And you can see me in the video. What was that? Something hissed at me. But you can clearly say hey if you go back and listen to it. But
yeah,
it's little things like that. It's never.
I mean, we've caught that. I don't even know how to explain it. When we was down in Old Sheldon ruins.
The light. That was unexplained. But that's one of the things they also say happens down there. You will see weird lights, and we did. I don't know if I still don't know. I mean, you could have been like that. We can't 100% say that was a spirit or an orb or whatever, because it could have been anything. It could have been something happening with the flashlight hitting the camera angle or something. But it was just, it stayed right there and it moved around with me. You know, so can't put 100% on that either. But there are things that happen that you can't really say this 100% without a doubt is what we say it is.
Exactly. I also seen that Spooky Bridge Little Girl Speaks to us.
Mm-hmm.
That was creepy.
It was good. It was good responses. I mean,
yeah,
and you'll get a lot of that. See, a lot of people want to knock the necrophonic. They say that there's it's programmed. All of it, the keywords are put in it and stuff like that. But I just agree, because we have had some really good responses. And I mean, come on. If there's a word bank in there, it's not going to work like that.
No.
I don't feel it will. I mean, that was some good. We've had a lot of good responses just using the necrophonics. I mean, dead on. First time I ever heard the thing go, "Hey y'all," and I'm like, "Well, hell."
You'd really think that if it said, "Yo, hey, SOUTHCACK'S," you'd be like, "What? No."
We have heard SOUTHCACK'S.
Yes. We actually there is another investigator that has a video out. I forget where he was. Ghost Tracers. I don't know if y'all know him or heard of
Ghost
him.
Tracers. Yeah, Ghost Tracers. It kept saying the SOUTHCACK'S.
Yeah.
They legit was saying SOUTHCACK'S, and I guarantee necrophonics is not programmed to say the SOUTHCACK'S.
No.
Right.
I bet you it is not.
So I mean, if y'all ever look up Ghost Tree, I mean, watch that video where it really is. It's saying SOUTHCACK'S several times, and I don't. That's not the necrophonics saying. No, that's not the necrophonics saying that.
It wasn't.
No, that's one of his spirit boxes. He was.
Oh yeah.
It was a totally different spirit box. It was saying it.
I forget the Wonder Box. Is that what he has?
He has a few things. I haven't really watched him in a while, but yeah, it said our names, the SOUTHCACK'S, not our real names. We've had a lot. Huh?
How about? Go ahead. No, go ahead. I interrupted you.
I mean, a lot of times we've heard our names, especially Lisa.
We were watching Salem, Virginia do a live stream on Twitter one day, and they're in Virginia, and I'm at the house watching them. And as soon as I came in that live stream, their necrophonics said my name, and I was like, "Holy crud!" So,
wow.
But Lisa be programmed. Now go ahead.
Have you also received responses on your necrophonics about how they died and where they died or something like that?
Yeah, we've gotten one person said that they were burned.
Yeah, because they were. I mean, they were explaining exactly what we had heard about the place, because the place there used to be it was a farmhouse. It was old. I mean, not a farmhouse. It was a farm. It was old farm land, and it was probably back in the 1700s when they started this farm. And the house, the main house that sat there, well, crackheads or whatever, somebody got in there and they burned the place down. Wow. Well, we didn't know. I mean, we didn't say anything while we were there. But when we were asking questions, it kept saying burn, fire, and everything. And that.
And when we did a murder site when we went to Virginia, and it was gun, killed, you know, that necrophonic app, some people don't believe in it or whatever, but the responses you get from that, even if you don't say anything about,
you don't have to say it. See, that's a lot of things. People think that you're saying it before you do your video, and it picks it up somehow, but it doesn't. We never speak a word of what we're, thinking while we're doing it. I mean, We're saying what we're thinking. We're asking the questions of what we're thinking, but we're not. We're trying to lead.
You're not leading the question.
You're not leading the questions. It's not. You're not asking those.
Yeah, necrophonic isn't set up to learn like a Furby is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Necrophonic is one of the best apps so far that's been made.
But I mean, but for each their own. If you don't believe in the apps, you don't have to use them. If you don't believe in spirit boxes, stuff like that, you don't have to use them. Hey, everybody does things different. You know, you don't necessarily have to do it that way.
Right.
So, you know, there's a lot of paranormal investigators or paranormal channels who don't like those things. But I'm not gonna talk crap about them. That's what they do. That's how they do their thing. By all means, do it. You know.
Necrophonic
Do they
doesn't like
also ask
me.
help from you guys?
Huh?
Do they also ask help?
They ask what?
For help.
For help? Yes.
Spirits? Yeah.
There is a lot of times they ask for help, yes. But that's hard to understand. To me, it's hard to understand what the questions are, what they're really asking or what they're really saying, because it's parts of, you know, of sentences. It's not a full sentence. So they could be saying anything, and sometimes we're just assuming that's what they're trying to say, and we're not getting the whole sentence. We're just automatically, oh, this is what they're trying to say, like get out or leave. They want me to leave. That could be something totally different, you know. What they're saying we're misunderstanding what they're truly trying to say, because it's just parts of sentences.
That's why asking questions is important.
Yeah. But yeah, ask questions.
You got to think. Sorry.
No, you're good. Y'all both spoke at the same time.
when you died, you know, in a tragic way, in an instant, and when you're turned into a spirit, you get confused, and then you ask someone like, "What's going on?" You know, like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can understand that. I can very well understand that. You're confused. You don't know where you're at, how you got there, what happened. You don't even know you're dead. Mm-hmm. I'm not dead. What are you talking about?
Right. And you don't want to be the ones to tell them either.
Yeah, I mean,
someone get mad.
Yeah, I hate to bust your bubble, but yeah, it's 2021, and you supposedly died in 1945. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Hey, it's weird.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't change it for anything. It's fun. Is it not fun? I mean, investigating, or we say that a lot, but whatever you want to call it, ghost hunting or curiosity, but I think it's fun to do.
Yeah. Well, I never done it, but yeah.
He never done it.
Yeah, I never done it. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
When he comes to Arizona, I'm gonna take him out, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna laugh, and I'm like, don't do that, bro. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
That poor old Eli be running so fast.
Oh yeah.
I would bring Eli just for the laugh.
He's in the car already. He didn't get that far. Just get in the car.
Yeah,
it'll be funnier than watching Carlos do a 30-minute alone challenge.
Right.
I love watching him do that. He is so. I'm done. I'm out. Bye.
How about a haunted forest?
Haunted forest? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I've never done a horror. I would do a haunted. I want to do the suicide forest in Japan. Is it Japan?
Yep.
What's it called? What's the name of it?
Suicide forest.
Suicide forest.
Oh, it don't have a technical name. It don't have like
in Fuji.
It's
got a Japanese name.
Scientific name.
Yeah, in Japan.
Gotcha. I would like to do that.
How about ghost ships like the Queen?
Ghost ship. Ghost ship. No, I've never been on a ghost ship. I want to.
We actually have one nearby off the coast of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We're gonna get there, Beth.
I got some haunted woods down here that y'all can come and I can show y'all.
Heck yeah, man! You don't realize how much once this thing we get going again, man. We're gonna be coming and visiting everybody. So get ready, Beth.
Hey.
I'm gonna pick you up.
Get ready now.
No, not right now.
Yeah, right now. Right now.
First snow. Is it
Pack
snowing
those
up there,
bags.
Beth? It's snowing down here, Beth.
That haunted forest in Japan is called Ahoki Gajara.
Okay.
Yeah. I told you it's got a
We'll go
Japanese
with
name.
Suicide Forest. I can't say
Go
that.
international.
Huh?
Ahoki Gajara.
Go international.
There you go. Eli,
All right, I got a question
Eli,
for y'all.
Oh Lord, let me brace myself. Got a question.
All right, what's the most dangerous haunted place that y'all went to that you will never go back to again ever? Like you put your foot down and say never again.
We don't have one. Not yet.
You don't?
No.
We're not scared.
We're not scared, man.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, not by fear, but like maybe other means or anything
Well, yeah,
like
man,
that.
it's just you don't like the environment. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
There has been some places that I just don't feel comfortable going back to them because I don't like the environment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, just somewhere where you're like, never again. There's just too much to it.
Right. I'm trying to think, which is hard for me to do. I don't have my thinking cap on, so
that hamster's got to work overtime.
Right, and I don't pay it enough, so crap. I really don't know, man.
Yeah.
Some places have been a letdown that you expect something and you don't get it. If that makes sense, you go somewhere and you're expecting so much to happen, and you get there and you're like, there's nothing happening here. Like one, for instance, it's called Poinsett Bridge. It's one of South Carolina's oldest bridges.
Yeah.
And there's supposed to be a lot of haunted history from it. We go there and I said, a lot of times it's going to be very disappointing, but you hear so much about it, and you're like, nothing's happening here. And, now you really can't go there at night because I guess last year or sometime, vandals got in there and they painted they painted the bridge, the bricks, the old bricks. And now you can't even go at night. They ruin that for everybody because you could go in there anytime you wanted to, but now if you go there, they fine you. If you go in there at night, they'll fine you. And I ain't paying more money than I have to, do you?
Exactly right.
But
another question.
You know how hard it was to answer that one?
I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
Is there any places that you would tell a new investigator to not go to as one of their first areas to go to?
A new investigator? I wouldn't tell.
Yeah, like a new investigator that's new to it, and like they have. Is there any
like completely new to it? Never had any experiences, never any of that.
Yeah.
I would say don't go to the most haunted places. I mean, don't go there because you don't know how to deal with it yet. You don't know. You're at a disadvantage. You're kind of susceptible. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. That hard word.
To the spirits. You're
susceptible.
Yes, thank you, Beth. That's why we keep you around.
Yes.
And I didn't do Google for that.
Well, if you had to Google that, how to say that word.
Keep Beth around because Beth knows all the big words we can't say.
Beth knows all the big words. She knows everything about everything.
No, I don't.
We're just kidding. Just kidding.
Not even close. I'm still learning.
I try. Shoot, I try. I'll be like, I don't know that word. Let me go see how you pronounce it.
Yeah, let me go spell it. What?
The reason
Google
why I
it.
brought that question up. The reason why I brought that question up is because there's a well-known person on TV that likes to wear bedazzled shirts and stuff, and he's starting a new TV show. So that's why at least some seasoned vets can give some advice to people that may want to follow in their footsteps.
I think you put yourself in more danger if you're not haven't done it, or you don't know what you're going to come across. If you, because you could get yourself in all kind. You're talking about attachments. You're talking about you get hurt. I mean, anything can happen because you're not aware, and you're still skeptic, and you're still. I think that's worse because a skeptic is more. I think they're more apt to go after a skeptic than they are somebody that believes in it.
Hey, Salem.
Thank you, Mrs.
See, I believe the same thing. Like, they're the ones that's like, oh yeah, let's make this person a true believer and go in a padded room.
Yeah.
Mrs. G, this picture was actually taken in a haunted place.
What?
Tombstone.
What? Tombstone?
Oh yeah. It is haunted.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I think you start off with places,
Was the Twitter posting this?
And I was going around by myself in there.
Wow.
Because the person I was with wanted to sit in the bar, and I'm like, no, I'm going to go have fun.
You're a savage. That's because you're a savage.
They would treat you like a toy if you're inexperienced.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they would. Man, they'd mess you up. It'd be like if you were working on a construction crew and then somebody sent you to get this made up tool.
I've done that.
Yeah,
I have done that.
And you actually go out there and look for it. And
I told one of the guys to get me a bucket of holes, and he walked away and went looking around. It took him quite a while to realize I can't get a bucket of holes. What the hell's he talking about?
It's impossible to get well, you could put some holes in the bucket. Now
it's like, dang it, I cut that board wrong. Hey, go out my truck and get a wood extender for me.
Yeah, right. Wood stretchers. Hey, go get that wood stretchers out there. It looks like it's like this long, and they're really out there looking for it.
It's a metal pole.
You can do it on cars too, like mechanics can do it on cars too when they're working on it. I need this for my car, and they're like,
blinker fluid.
Go get there, go to AutoZone and ask for this, and you're like, what?
So what do you mean?
Let's get you some headlight restore fluid.
Right.
There's many ways you can use that stuff and mess with somebody.
Yeah.
The thing you were talking about, they're
you call it
big. You went in there and asked for Sasquatch. What was it?
A Bigfoot.
It's a Bigfoot. Explain that one to him.
Okay, so one day, it's an old property that I used to work at doing maintenance. Well, they redid the toilets, so instead of changing out the vinyl and all the toilets, there's this thing called a Bigfoot that you get, and it just covers up the ugly.
Yeah.
So we needed some, and my property manager went with me to Lowe's, and she looks at the guy and she goes, "Do y'all have any Bigfoots here?" The guy looked at her. It was like everything I could do not to bust out laughing. He looked at her like, "What?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, we keep them in the back, in the cage, so they don't run around in the store."
I think it's funny he made a joke out of it, but they're actually something that exists. It's in the store, and he's like, "Oh God!" You can imagine his face when y'all told him what you were actually looking for, and it actually was in the store.
Oh goodness! I had the whole crew laughing at this one guy.
I need the smallest one you got.
You had the whole crew laughing at you?
Oh yeah, the whole crew was laughing at him. You would think the laughter would have clued him in a lot earlier, but it didn't.
Oh, it would really mess you up if he came back with that bucket full of holes.
Oh shit!
I found it. Is this?
I'm waiting on the video of Matt to get his ghost pigs. Get his stuffed animal. Matt, when are you gonna go get that stuffed animal, Matt? And get you the rope and get you the stuff so you can get the ghost pig. When you gonna make that video, Matt?
Well, I found a pig. I found a ghost. I found a stuffed animal pig pillow. So I'm gonna see if he'll possess that thing and then use it as a pillow.
Don't worry about it, Eli. It's our ghost pig. We're gonna fight over it. I'm telling you.
If anyone out there does roofing, when you come to like an exhaust pipe in the roof,
a long time ago.
Tell someone to get a bucket of holes because you got a hole to go around.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull up. Somebody's working on a roof and ask for one.
Matt, I'm telling you, Matt, it would still be a good idea to start a ghost animal farm and make people pay to come see them.
Hey, I would do it in a heartbeat, and I'd have people like the SOUTHCACK'S come, and I'd be like, yeah. I'll give you all a free tour.
Have feed out there so you can feed them.
Yeah.
Walking around, why we got feed? Ain't nothing.
And I'll take pictures of people. I'll take pictures of people just out there throwing feed out to nothing.
You know that may actually blow up.
I'm telling you, if you build it, they will come.
You see them deers out there and goats?
Right.
Look at that elephant.
We're looking up at you like kids be like, what are you talking about there? There's no animals out here. There they are. You gotta look harder. Look over there. Don't you smell them? No. I think it's fast gas, Pop.
No, I'm gonna post it to all the ghost hunters out there, and I'm gonna have everybody with like their Batman, ghost hunting belt, and their EMP recording things, trying to hear a ghost pig.
Yeah,
Ghost pig.
You hear that?
There's so many people open to suggestion, though. It's just.
Wow.
Be like, did you just feel that? That ghost billy goat just hit me in the leg.
Oh wow.
Somebody calm that goat down.
That's what Salem said, guys.
That camel spit on me. That wasn't the camel.
Or that wasn't spit.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, we don't even want to think about what it was or what it was.
Right. Everyone does things differently. They do.
Be like, go to the ghost chicken factory.
Yeah, everyone does think differently. And, some people have different things to work with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, I have the necrophonic now, but I still haven't used it because I don't know how to get the volume up so I can actually hear it.
Oh, man.
I could put it up to my ear and hear it, but other than that, no.
That's what y'all could do. Y'all can make a video on how to work the necrophonics for us dumb people.
Yes. I don't even know.
With me, I don't know if to ask you questions. That's a problem. I'm not good at asking questions to a spirit box.
You're good at asking us questions.
I was going to say, it's the same as you be asking us.
Nice, Terry.
It's
just like talking to any other person.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm like okay, what's your who am I talking to or whatever? But then you get there, you're like, okay, who am I talking to on the spirit box? You know what I mean? Like you ask at his age, and they always say you can't don't tell it, how you guys died, because they might, get angry or something like that. I don't know. So
I don't think any of the questions.
Good job, Eli.
sorry, not very good at asking the questions. I'm just like, where's
Yeah, but
it?
for the necrophonic Terry, you don't necessarily need a Bluetooth speaker because we don't use one. So
And it takes like 5 seconds to tell you how it works.
yeah,
I just have to learn my phone. I never had a real phone before, so
yeah. I mean, it's just like the volume that you use. Like if you're using your phone to do YouTube and stuff, that volume control should be the one that uses or does the necrophonics.
I had to ask how to make a phone call on it.
Well, there we understand now. We
But
totally understand.
But I
Beth,
could
it's
download the
time.
necrophonic.
Beth, it's time to
That's
So,
me.
I don't know what kind of phone you have,
Oh,
Beth, but there's these 2 buttons on the side of a phone that are really close together.
I know that
because of my
now.
case.
Well, she doesn't know that because
But-
her phone is one of those that still flip up.
Oh,
Flip phone.
Well, no, it's the top button. I know that now.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
We got,
And I know
we
how to
got
put
Beth
in
and
the.
Motorola Razor.
I know how to unlock the screen. I can do that.
That's as far as she goes.
Right.
She's like, I don't need it for anything else.
And I can go online and download Necrophonic.
That's right.
Yeah.
$10 though. Nah, just kidding. I still have
Got
it.
it covered.
All is good in the world.
But yeah, you do need 2 phones, Terry. You're correct on that one. Because
Just
if not, you're just going to be doing necrophonic and not recording anything.
right.
So, okay, talking about apps and stuff, what apps did y'all use before the Necrophonics, or did you just use like the
Well, no.
SB7s and stuff?
Oh, we did use an app.
We
before.
tried Raptor, tried the ghost hunting tool.
A bunch of
but-
different ones, but
yeah.
those were recommended to us by, like Raven and Salem.
And this was like, we started messing around with apps like right before Necrophonic came out.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And then when Necrophonic came out, we were like, let's try this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we liked what we heard because we don't like the whole white noise. I can't stand the white noise.
No, me either.
See, it gives me a headache. It makes me dizzy when I hear the white noise, like the SB7
Mhm.
stuff and everything.
Like, so I like it.
That's my
I like it
Yeah.
that it was clear and.
Yeah, it gives me a headache.
I didn't
Have
like
you
that.
guys tried that viral, that app that went viral, the Nautica something?
The
The
Randonautica.
Randonautica app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried it, but it kept taking us to people's houses. And, we only did it like one time. We tried it. The
We
second
did it
time.
like 2 or 3 times, but it would either take us to houses or the location would be like out in the middle of the water.
Yeah, it takes us to
So-
bodies of water and.
It took me to a golf course.
Yeah.
Hey, that's better than what we got.
I mean, it wasn't for us, but I mean, if there are people that are finding really good stuff. I mean, like I'm talking about, like
And I mean, since they've done an update, we might try it again when we get a vehicle. It just
I'm like pleasant stuff, like
Mhm.
Beautiful places, and
I wonder if people are finding stuff because it's bringing them to places they've never been before.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably that's exactly. I mean, I've never been here. Let's try this. This is weird, that. There's a lot of good. Excuse me. There's a lot of stuff that has been found that's just not been. When everybody jumped on that popularity of that thing, they all want to go. Let's go see if it takes you to a body, a dead body.
Mhm.
Let's go do this. Let's go. It was taken. They all jumped on it. All right, some bad things, negative things, bad things. Is that your intent? How about good things? How about nice things?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And more people.
Well,
are
I
doing it.
also think it's where you live too. Like if you live in a big city,
You
I
got
think
more.
you're gonna find more stuff.
You got
But
more options. You're right. If you live out in the country or
Yeah.
out in the mountains or something, you're not gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, and plus, if you live out in the mountains, you ain't gonna get no freaking internet. I mean, you're not gonna get no connection. So you can't really
Yeah.
do it there. So
Yeah, where I am, if my intention is to find a tree, I'm guaranteed to find that.
Oh, I'll find a tree, all right. Ooh, doubt about that.
oh yeah,
But I guess you're right. I guess if you live in a larger
Mhm.
city, that you're gonna have more of an opportunity to find whatever it is your intent is.
Yeah.
I agree. But some things I don't agree with. But whatever. That's whatever.
Yeah, if I want to
Yeah.
find a
That's
tall
that's
building, I
entertaining.
won't
You know,
find that here.
entertaining how you want. Entertain how you want to. That's
Yeah.
you do your
It's
thing.
like Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah.
When it came out, it was a lot like that. It told you the
Exactly.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I just cut somebody off, didn't I? Anybody try to
No.
say something?
No.
I thought somebody was saying something. And I cut them off.
Could be that voice in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Could be.
It
Which
probably
one?
is.
I hear voices.
Probably.
Frantic conversations.
Yeah, when there's a storm, it gets more active at my house.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was something that was, and water too. Water has a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Salem just said.
Oh, is she?
Yep.
We live near a creek. Spirits flow through the water. Yep.
Y'all don't live near the
Yep.
creek. Y'all might as well be like in the creek. Y'all are saying
You gotta understand what she calls creeks and lakes and stuff too, and rivers. You'll call a freaking creek a river, or call we have a source.
No, y'all gotta say crick. I say crick.
Oh, no,
I
No.
said crick.
Yeah, I say creek. I say creek.
Oh, we're in the South. It's gonna be creek.
But you gotta think,
Yeah.
like, if you grow up in an area where the rivers aren't that big or the
I
lakes
guess you-
aren't that big, you can't knock people for what
No,
they call stuff.
no,
I mean,
I
Heck,
thought
there's
it
so many-
was funny when I moved down south and someone called a place a lake, and I'm like, a lake? It's a puddle.
turns out it's a pond. Huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
There's too many different names for bodies of
Creek,
water.
puddle.
Branch and
When me
creek.
and my
What's the
wife,
difference? You know?
when me and my wife met in Tennessee, like she was born and raised in Texas, right? And when she came to Tennessee for college and anything, she saw the Tennessee River and she's like, "Oh my goodness, that's as big as the ocean." And I was like, "Really?" Because you got to think the San Antonio River is like 4 foot deep and like maybe 5 foot wide, and they have like little river boats that travel around on this thing, and that's their main attraction in San Antonio. So
They put boats on there?
yeah, they put boats on it, flat
Oh,
boats,
that's
and they haul
funny.
like 20 people on it.
And they do donuts. Right now.
Yeah, they do donuts around in it. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
Rob's here. What's up,
funny.
Rob?
What's up, Rob?
How you doing, man?
It's really funny because one place that I went kayaking in Maine, it was a river, and you weren't going to find the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there was eddies in it and everything else because of the boulders, and I got caught up in one of the eddies and my kayak spit me out. But
But yeah, the San Antonio River, like I could, I'm 6'2". I could stand up and the water will hit my waist. Like
I'm only
that's how
4'11". I
deep it
could
is.
stand up in that.
Yeah, it's. I mean, and they consider that a river,
Hey, Rob.
and it's the nastiest water in the world. I'll tell you what.
Jason loves my picture.
Cool, Salem. How about spirit animals?
What about them?
Wow.
What about them?
Hold on, Eli. Are we talking about spirit animals or animal spirits?
Oh, animal spirits.
Okay.
I have a cat here.
Yeah, I believe in them.
Oh my God. No.
I think there's certain types of animals. I don't think all animals have a soul. Do you? Everybody got quiet. When
I think so, man.
I mean, I don't think squirrels do. I hope they don't, because I hate squirrels. Like,
No, they have to though. I mean, they're alive and kicking, and they eat, and they.
but they're dumb.
They're all God's creation.
Yeah, God's
all
great.
God's creation, but I don't know.
Now,
Can they?
I'm gonna take this another step further.
Okay.
Okay, y'all say animals, but are we gonna break this down into like insects and stuff like that?
Oh no, like mammals.
I think if they can be killed on large levels and used for meat and stuff like that, and all kinds of differences, like predators and prey.
Yeah.
I don't think, because that's why would God give all them souls so they can be killed so easily? They wouldn't have.
Can be
I don't
killed
know.
easily.
Of course,
My
but I'm just
grandfather
saying.
had a. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, I'm just saying that we're not made. We're not predominantly made to be eaten. We weren't created to be eaten. Humans wouldn't. Cattle. Think about cattle, deer, anything like that. It's a prey animal. That's it's. Why would it be given a soul if it's going to be used as food?
I'm thinking about the religions that worship certain animals.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I know you were, Lisa.
Oh, that's because that goes in hand in hand with reincarnation. Like Indians believe in Hindus. They believe in, but they don't really worship them. It's just that they're reincarnated from.
They believe
ancestors,
it's a
family
relative.
members. Yes, the relatives. They don't worship them. They're just respectful because they believe that to be the reincarnation of their ancestor or their family.
Yeah, like Egypt.
But they'll beat a monkey with a stick.
But they'll beat the hell. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the
like you don't touch that cow, but that monkey that stole my bananas.
Yeah. Back to the whole insect thing. I don't think they are, because could you imagine like ghost mosquitoes
or cockroaches?
All right, so you say,
or the biting flies.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about those who believe? The ones that do believe all the animals have.
But how are they moving though? Like on top of crickets and ants, how are they moving? Like they must have tiny spirits.
Have
they're like symbiotic. I mean, they follow like ants, like they follow each other's scents and stuff.
It's
like
a
they
built-in.
don't think on them on their own.
It's built in. It's like a bird. How can a bird know where to? It's going to go be like when it goes south or whatever. How does it know where to go? It's kind of.
Yeah, it's bred into them.
It's instinct. It's just like
Well, I don't see. Like the thing about the cattle, like my grandfather had a farm with 500 head of cattle on it, and I swear when I was little, I would when none of the cows were in the barn or anything, I would hear mooing from a bull, like in the barn, and there was no bull in the barn or anything. And it's like, why am I hearing the grunting and everything of a bull in this barn that has no animals in it? Like, I don't know. I think like sentient being animals may have a soul. Like things that can think for themselves,
I don't know. It's making me think now, Lisa. Damn it, I don't want to think.
No, I think cats and dogs could possibly have souls.
Now I'm going to pick up an ant tomorrow, and I'm going to be like, "Are you alive?" And then I killed it. Oh, never mind. You're dead.
Can you imagine how tiny that Bible would have to be?
Nicole found 2 cat ghosts on my live stream that I was doing, just sitting there, and I was cooking a steak after the live stream, and I swear I felt something jump in my lap and was sitting there when I was eating my steak.
I
but
think there
nothing was
might be
there.
something in the Bible about that.
Oh, Salem. That's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
something about showing love for a particular animal gives it, it gains a soul.
yeah.
But
Well,
what
I
would you
mean,
say about
even on
snakes?
Noah's Ark,
I
What would
don't
you
know.
say about snakes and reptiles? I
and
mean,
lizards. Yeah.
would you say they have souls? I mean,
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're intelligent. I mean,
I think people
they're.
that were bad in life come back as spiders.
Yeah, yeah. So did they have a soul, or
Just to get crushed.
Yep.
I don't
And
know.
they're sent to me for that. Yeah.
I'm gonna be thinking about.
I just think something that can think for itself, like, you know, because they have way, like, if you sit and watch cattle or anything, like, you can see that they have emotions, and
Oh yeah.
like they feel empathy and like sorrow. Like if a cow dies in the middle of the field, like the ones closest to that cow will stay and like mourn it,
Yeah.
and
They will.
it's kind of the same thing with what's up, Nubby.
Hey,
How you
And
doing, brother?
it's the same thing with other animals, like monkeys and stuff. They'll mourn their losses and everything too.
they all do. Even the
So
predators do. Even the predators,
yeah,
like lions and tigers
Yeah.
and bears. Ooh, my!
Same here,
Oh
Sam.
my.
yeah.
But they do. If you
Lions and
watch them,
tigers and bears.
Ooh, oh my!
I
But
think
they
Guys,
do.
But
sorry
I
to
think
interrupt,
like
but
because
I
I've
gotta
seen
head
what.
out now.
Okay, listen.
Oh,
All right.
well, thank
It's
you
nice
for
meeting
coming.
you.
take
Good
care.
night,
Thank you so
Alyssa.
much.
Now
Thank
they
you so
made a.
much, South, Lisa, Eli.
You're
Take
welcome.
care.
You're
Have a nice
welcome.
night.
You
You
too.
too.
Now I seen a program where they had like kind of like a what do you call it? Not just a gerbil, but it was sort of like it was a mouse, and it's only smart enough to a limit to eat to take they can't think
Interrupt.
just like Second Star does. I'm sorry, just like Second Star was saying. Sorry, I didn't even say that. Yeah, so it's true. Like a cockroach, like anything, like a little like ant. They only do with a little things as they can just to survive, and then they die. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we
Well, I
only
mean,
do
if
what we
you if
until we.
you if you put a piece of cheese in like a horrendous maze of like whatever, a rat's smart enough to get through that maze to get to that food.
Yeah,
It,
it remembers the path. Yeah.
But that's all they can do, though. I mean, can they actually? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll shut up.
They remember what path is the wrong path, and they can correct it.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're smart.
That's intelligence.
I want to know about an ant. Like, I mean,
I know people that can drive around and not know where they are.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I've
think
seen
it's
people follow
intelligent.
GPSs into the lake.
Yeah.
I think all of them are pretty intelligent to to a level. They all the animals are.
Everything has to
Yeah.
have some kind of intelligence because it knows, okay, I need to eat.
That's
I need to do
survival
this.
instinct.
But it's still,
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Yeah.
Oh, you have to be intelligent enough to follow through.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
if you
but
watch,
I mean, but I've seen like carpenter ants build bridges out of themselves to get to a certain area,
Yes.
like from a
Yeah.
tree to
that's pretty
a,
freaking smart.
to a. Yeah.
I mean,
And
think
those
about when stuff floods too. Ants,
Yeah.
they will.
They know to get the hell out of the water.
No, they form air
They-
bubbles.
Yeah.
They kind of block their tunnels so the water can't get in.
No, they form air bubbles
Yeah.
and become islands of ants just floating, and the ones on the bottoms are like surviving in these little freaking tiny air bubbles.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me,
Yeah.
that's pretty smart.
That is true.
They will do that. I mean, but it's how to survive. It's just like survivalist and everything. Anybody can survive, but how you survive is different. It's like it's that will.
And how long? And what's the will? What's
Yeah.
your will to survive?
Hey Terry, what's going on?
Right.
What's up, Terry?
Are you going to just give up and die? Or...
I say everybody. I
Hey,
say everybody. So
Everybody.
What are you doing out there?
I just thought I'd pop in real quick. I'm at Whole Foods in LA.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I never see that.
Hey.
I'm hungry. I've been eating all day though.
I'm hungry. That's why I'm here.
Right?
Have
That's right.
you been smoking something?
we're all here for Eli's pizza.
How does LA look like? I don't know. I want to see. Let's start. No, I can't see anything.
We'll see what.
Hey, it was great talking to y'all, fam, but I gotta get off here.
Yeah, we had to get off here pretty soon.
All
too.
right, Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We had
play
a busy day.
I
25
figure I'll
minutes.
hop up before my live in 30 minutes. I figure I'll hop up and say hi to everybody.
Well, hey, Nubby Nub.
Hi,
Yeah.
Nubs.
You hang up here.
Nubby.
I missed you from here, but I'll catch it. I'm sure it looked good. Thumbnail
I-
looked real good.
I am here to
Raw
another
and
live.
Take care, fam. Love y'all.
All right.
See
Good
you
All right,
night, Matt.
Eli,
All right, man.
I was
How we
just
doing,
sent
brother?
a link to be on someone
too,
else's
brother.
live stream
Okay, Beth, that's cool. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
because Misty is actually going live again.
All right, cool.
Gotcha.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I got 25
I
minutes
just
in.
you.
had to come on
Hang in
panel because
Rosie
I'm
Werewolf
one of
came in.
moderators and everything else.
So
What's up?
like
Not much.
I was like song about an ant moving.
All right. We got talking about animals and souls. I don't know.
But like I was saying, yeah,
You're breaking up, Bubba.
yeah, breaking up.
You're glitchy, Terry.
Terry, you're glitching.
LA's
See?
by alien.
Dude. All right, I better go eat another hamburger. I'm out of here.
All right, you welcome me too.
I was gonna ask her. Oh man, she's leaving.
Yeah, she's taking.
I'll ask her later. I was gonna ask her about the experiments they had over there in LA, where they were doing an exercise.
Hi, Nubs.
Hey, werewolf.
But yeah, I seen this exercise where in the middle of the night it was downtown LA and they had like helicopters everywhere and they had like soldiers on the street and stuff like that. I just want to know if that was real or just fake. Hey, Rainey, how's it going?
Raheem. Cool.
Hi,
Yeah, we appreciate you for having us up here, buddy. We're gonna
Thank you for coming up.
yeah,
I
let's
appreciate
gonna
it.
get off of here. Bye bye, Nubby. Bye, explosive werewolf.
Yeah.
I
Hi.
appreciate it, man.
Before we leave, though, I do have to ask you about how did you come up with that explosive werewolf?
Well, I guess you could say I'm fascinated by werewolves. I mean, I feel like it's a part of it's because Chaka's films.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of, I got into the werewolf thing kind of through him also because he's telling me about the Indians and how they have like a werewolf, ritual thing related to werewolves, and that's how it kind of like clicked. I mean, I got it through the horror element also of the film franchise of the werewolves and all that kind of cool, creepy, it's like the thing that creeps in the night, that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I see you. I feel you. All right.
I guess.
Cool.
I
Cool
like
deal.
it.
Not yeah, I do too. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Eli, thank you. We love you.
You're welcome, man. Thanks, Dave.
Love you. Wake up. I'm just joking.
Love you guys.
Occupy.
Bye, werewolf.
Bye.
Bye.
About 20 minutes. Just okay. No, all right, guys. Later, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Later. Love
Bye.
you.
Love y'all.
See ya. So, what's up, Nubs? What have you been up to?
Nothing
He's
much.
just on his
Just been
phone
chilling.
chilling.
No, same here, man. Got 18 minutes, guys. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh,
For hanging
you're
in.
welcome.
Yeah, except I mean, Miss Grinch, like it was just my internet was messing up, and everybody, and I don't know what was wrong with it.
You want
It
me
was-
to post a thing like you said to know? I need to post it so people know.
No, you're good right now. Not right now. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just the internet's just been bad. I don't know why. I can't turn on my camera for some reason. It's okay, like you still. I know, right? I feel bad because just everything is all messed up.
Nuts just tweeted out he's going live soon.
Who is?
The one that's on panel next to you.
Oh no, yeah. No, sorry, my daughter was talking about she's talking about something that just threw me off a little bit. Oops, interview. Yes, Salem. Yeah, it was an interview. But the internet was just I don't know. First time it's ever happened. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I just because mine kept on freezing. And now I can't turn it on my camera, and then I'm just like, ugh. And when I do, it freezes up on me on my side.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's crazy. It's never happened before. Maybe
Yeah,
it's just
I'm about doing an investigation tomorrow.
Where are you
Just so
doing
I
that at?
can. I'll probably there's a little shed near my house that I'm gonna do just for the fun of it.
Oh,
Hopefully
nice.
you got somebody to do the spirit box with you.
I got a spirit box now.
Oh, I'm not
I have Eli out there with the with the necrophonics. So.
It was scary. That when you went into the house last time, Nubs, it was scary. Something was there.
I might do it again if it snows. I'll probably do that house that I'm talking about doing the shed. But
my name too. I'm just like, that's weird. I mean, you didn't stay there that long. Like, was there something that was really bugging you? That's why you didn't stay.
I mean, when we heard something about demon like twice and all that, I was like,
It
yeah.
scared you enough to leave, probably.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't think I need to be here.
Probably a good thing you got home when you did because
because
you never know what could have happened worse. Worst case scenario on that situation that happened. I mean, I saw it on the stream. I was watching the chat and stuff when you did the investigation, and I could even see the chat saying the demon and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad you left.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I ended up doing a 9.5 hour stream.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, you must like doing the 9.5.
Oh, that sucks, Beth. Sorry.
You must like doing the late, long,
Yeah.
Long streams.
Yeah, because Salem, Virginia, they're only like 30 minutes to an hour from me, and I didn't even know that till about a month ago. So I need to hit up them.
Maybe you will have to.
I didn't get no notification.
Huh?
Beth said Mystic ended because nobody showed up.
Oh, you're reading the chat?
Yeah, that's she has a good live stream too. Man, I don't even know who to rate after this. We got 18 minutes. You okay? Let's go. We'll go over there for you. Okay.
Either me or Grinch, or I think Hensley and Squirrel's podcast is live.
Hensley is doing theirs. Still on.
So there's a lot of people. I was like, I'm gonna go live tonight just for the fun of it.
Are you gonna do a panel?
Open panel, yeah.
I'll be there. Save me a place.
Cool. Trying to help OG and a few others reach their goals too.
Yeah, OG's cool. Hey, Skulls, what's going on?
Hey, Skulls.
Yes, we have to. Salem says you guys got to collab.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I guess you and Salem will have to arrange when you'll collab.
I can take you up to 666, but that place is terrifying. I don't like going there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and your friend What the Paranormal's live also.
Oh, wow. I'm supposed to be interviewing Jared King. Hopefully, my internet is good. Because, man,
We're
I'm about to
interviewing
install my
Jared
laptop.
tonight.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, I'll interview him next month. So
Nice.
Nubs, I could see you interviewing people. Just out. I mean, I feel like you would be good at that as well.
I was thinking about it, but I think me and Exploring with Dakota are gonna start doing urban legends once a week, starting next week.
So like Bigfoot and all those.
Yes, just like we're starting off with our top 7 urban legends of Virginia and West Virginia.
Uh-huh. Do you have some planned out specifically? Can you give us a preview of what kind of legends and stuff?
No, I need to look more up and all that. I know there's a bunch of them in Virginia. I have to look up more and see what I can find and do the top 7.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Bigfoot and Bunny Man Bridge are the top ones in Virginia. Because Bunny Man Bridge
Number 1 is Bigfoot, what Salem said.
Eli's actually Bigfoot. No, he's the Walmart bathroom demon.
right? I am. Oh, Salem and VA Paranormal. I sent you a message too. I don't know if
We
you've
had
seen
a
it.
sighting in Salem, VA
Hey,
a few years ago.
Oh, you talking trash about me, Eli? Okay.
No. I don't talk trash about nobody.
Oh,
I'm good with everybody.
Did you see they just said they had a sighting of Bigfoot?
No.
I have a laptop.
You see the chat?
No.
Oh, in Salem? Dang.
Do you see what Salem VA said?
Yeah, wow.
I'm going to have to look into that because I'm legit an hour or less away from Salem. So.
Yeah. I know, Beth. I feel sorry for it too. Why don't you come up and hang out, man? But
come up.
Yeah. I know. I feel so bad too. She's really a good person too. I mean, and a good YouTuber too, because she does rods and stuff like that, dowsing rods and stuff. She's and her place is haunted as well. Some spirits. I'm on 2 devices myself. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I think Beth's on Grinch's panel also.
Oh, I know Instagram. Take 2 phones and.
I'm sure you're not on Grinch's panel, are you, Nubs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
so you're going to be live on 2 panels when you go live also.
Oh, I mean, I'm not on his panel, but I'm watching it on the phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because he did hit 1,000 today, so.
Yeah.
Well, today, last night.
He'll be done at 4 a.m. his time. That's 24 hours right there.
Yeah, 3, 4, something like that. Because I was there for the first 4 hours.
That's cool.
And then I was on for another 3 hours earlier. So, and then another.
That's interesting, Salem. They took their laptop last investigation.
Nice.
Yeah, I was supposed to interview her. I'm just try to lock in the date, and yeah. Now I want to know more. I want to know more about Salem. You know, where the places you investigated. I can't find your YouTube. I think I found it. I'm not sure. I forgot. I think I. Do you have a YouTube?
Do you want me to link it?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I found it earlier. Give me a second.
I got you.
Okay, because I hardly dragged the laptop out because of battery. Yeah.
It was good to catch the end of the SOUTHCACK'S. I love my SOUTHCACK.
If you could, I sent you a message and we can just lock it in. So I have captured an apparition using it. Yeah, wow, I want to see that.
Nubs beat me to it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get her. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, I usually use my cell phone. All the videos you see on YouTube have been done with my cell phone. Other than my live
stream. I got it. I was
Eli, I think she has a vlog channel also. Maybe.
Okay, no, I got it. I was watching her videos earlier.
No. There's two Salems. That's what I'm saying. The Salem VA and then Cheryl.
Oh, okay. No, that. Hold on, give me a second. Go back.
Hey, Kid was dedicated. She got Grinch, Eli, and Shimmer all on her laptop. That's dedication right there.
Sailor V Paranormal, yeah. I'm just
All right,
trying
guys. I'm
Okay.
gonna hop off here and get ready for my stream.
Okay, well, can you come in here and send us a link? Hold on, I think I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link.
Okay, cool.
No, that might.
Oh, Sheriff part of our group. Okay.
That's fine. I can have 10 people up there.
Yeah, David, what's up, man? When am I get an interview from you, man?
I would like to hear David. Okay, can I
There
say
you go.
something about David? I would like to hear David's interview with Eli.
I do too. It's awesome.
See y'all. I'm gonna go use the bathroom and all that. Get ready, but I will see y'all there.
Okay. Is it already set? Okay, he's here. Is it set to StreamYard already so I can look at it?
I can send you the link for StreamYard. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll see y'all.
All right, man.
See ya. No, but let me say what I was going to say about David.
Go ahead.
The reason why I'm interested about David is because his lava lamp, you say his lava lamp can tell you what a demon or whatever's look like a depiction of it. And I want him to show the lava lamp if possible on the stream with his interview. But but I am really interested about your interview, David, whenever you're gonna be going live on your interview with Eli, because I am curious about the lava lamp and all that stuff. If you'll have to go more into detail on that when you go live with your interview with Eli.
Yeah. Whenever he's ready, because I know that he's barely handle.
Yeah. I'm not forcing anybody to go whenever,
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, my internet tonight. Sorry, guys, my internet sucks. Like, I mean, I don't know what's up. My camera won't turn on, so I'm sorry about that. And yeah,
your camera was on earlier.
It was, but it kept on freezing.
Did you try it now?
No, I won't do it. I'll do it next time. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I got you, David. I got you. Can you, if you want, you can highlight that message, but
yeah, I can't see it yet. So.
Oh, he said, I want to get a webcam so I can point it at the lava lamp.
Oh, okay, cool, David. Cool.
That's cool,
it'll be
David.
interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Beth's coming up. Yay. Okay, I got you. I got it, Nubs. Thanks for coming in. Not coming in. Thanks for yeah. Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, do it, David.
Yeah, I just got Nubsy's notification, and he was done already.
Wow.
YouTube is really slow tonight.
It is. I mean, like, no, it's not YouTube. It's StreamYards. StreamYards. I can't turn on my I can't turn on my camera.
No, it's not. It's not StreamYards putting out the notifications.
Oh, okay, YouTube. Yeah. My bad. But no, the actual app on the StreamYard's slow. I'm like, come on.
He is about to go live at 9 p.m., by the way. No.
You know. But thank you for the raid, and thanks for coming.
Yeah, and now I got Misty's notification. She took it down.
Awesome.
I don't think I don't know who Misty is.
I was thinking, oh, this is cool. I can tell Eli, and he'll send people over to her. And
yeah, I was.
She gave up.
Wow, I didn't even know she was live, man.
See you later, Miss Grinch. Miss Gee, I'm sorry.
Guys, I'll put out Nubs' live stream. Out if you guys want to head over there.
Around.
In 8 minutes. Okay, see you around too. Hopefully my stream is good next week because I want it to be up to par.
Haven't used it and forever, and took us forever to go live. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I know, right, Salem? But it's yeah, okay. It'll
Oh,
be better next time
did you
because
see
I had
what
a
David
lot of
said about the
complaints about
lava
something
lamp
like
then?
from my side,
Eli.
it really sucked. 5 minutes. Oh, anyway, so what's up, Bet?
She just messaged me. Computer's acting up, so can't do it. And I said, oh, darn. Eli was going to send people over.
I know, it sucks. Next time.
Beth, what's Misty's channel name?
Misty Mountain. Wait a minute. Misty Mountain, 1967.
I don't have.
Here's another channel again. If you guys want to just head over there after this and show them some love, everybody's leaving. It's cool. We got. I just want to hit it for the 3 hours, and yeah, 5 minutes now. But yeah. So, what you been up to, Bet?
Eli, do you mind if I put her link in the?
Yeah, go ahead. Feel free.
You're any of the moderators are allowed to put links.
She's a moderator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Where's it been?
It's just she hasn't been on in quite
Thank
a
you, Salem.
while, so
Nothing's really cool.
it could be hard to find her.
No, you're good.
I just found her.
Yeah, I mean, I know Sunday. I don't know what I'm gonna do Sunday now.
He'll be listening to the Super Bowl. LOL.
No, not really. I mean, I have to be at the game. I like being there. I don't like.
No, you can watch it on TV. Silly.
No, man. I mean, just oh my god, I gotta.
Come on.
Computer. I don't know if it's my computer or my internet. I want to mess with it.
I'll tell you, her house is it is always active.
The
Mm-hmm.
Misties.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bet, did you ever find out about that thing that was buried? That box?
Huh?
Did Misty find out about a box? He said.
Sort of
What
like
box?
I don't know. She was somebody scroll that was buried underneath the house or something. Did she ever?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't recall anything about that. So
That was a long time ago, though. She was sensing it, or you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know she does amazing. The
yeah,
rock. Yes. Yeah.
well, she lives on a very active Civil War property,
Yeah.
and she's always got orbs. Always.
Wow. That sounds really interesting.
It is, and we were doing a live stream one night, and she has a ghost dog, and it came in her back door and walked through the kitchen, and we all saw it happen.
Hi, Maria.
I mean, it just.
Hey, Maria. Yeah, we're about to end, guys. No, go ahead. Go ahead. You can talk about her channel.
I mean, that was amazing. I mean, there's always something happening there, always.
Yeah.
And I had missed the dog the first time because I was concentrating on the little girl standing in front of a statue in her house.
Yeah.
I know Rev was. It said
Thank you, Salem.
David said Rev might be doing a stream for those people who don't want to watch the Super Bowl.
Ooh, oh, Rev?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, quite a few people are talking about doing that.
No, I'm not. I'll choose a panel. I don't know where I'm going to go to. But yeah.
He'll be hiding.
You'll be everywhere. You know that.
Yeah, I will.
Have to call his phone and go, hello, answer your phone.
Well, guys, thanks for coming. Um, thank you for coming to SOUTHCACK'S interview. And like I say, I know times are hard, and like we're here for you guys anytime. And I appreciate everyone for coming. Just thank you for being part of our journey and for letting us be part of yours. God bless you and have a good night. And see you on Wednesday.